Ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra.
Oh, we'll talk later. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to try and figure out what's going on here. Oh, I got an email. You're live on YouTube. Maybe,
Ooh.
maybe not.
Oh yeah.
Who
Let
knows?
me just check here. YouTube. Boom. Okay. I see that we're on live stream.
And the update's going into it to make it look a little bit more glamorous than just live stream. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Let's update this
Look
whilst
at
we
that.
go along. Got the funny on there. All the YouTube. We could do a shock face. I'll put it onto the YouTube for me. Yes, that's all right.
It's KJL. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, so KJL's here, of course. You know, Kevin and I were like talking via DMs, and I was just like, "Oh, we're going to go live stream." I was like, I'll be surprised later." So
there we go.
Yeah, KJL is here.
Yes, here.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Say what your name is in the chat. Social security number, credit card numbers. You know, the whole have you. Why don't you?
Christ.
You could send in super chats, or you could send in your social security number. You choose. Go ahead.
We will make a VOD version of this, by the way, guys, as well at a later date, just to give you a forewarning.
Yes.
If you do miss it, I'm sure people will miss it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they'll miss it on purpose. Yes, as Adnan is typing away. Hello. If it sounds, I was telling you this to Adnan. Like the couch is taken apart. It takes apart like that. It's just a cheap futon thing, just to like sit on stuff. And if it sounds echoey, that's because I took out my wall treatment, so it sounds a little bit more echoey in here. So yeah, plus the couch was taking up that's part of the audio treatment. It's just like something to dampen the sound a little bit. But yeah, I'm moving stuff out tomorrow and going to our new place. Like we're going to be like slowly moving in over the weekend. So I'm going to be starting to take stuff in tomorrow. So I'm getting stuff ready. If I'm look more tired than I usually do, seventh move in 10 years. It doesn't get easy. It doesn't get easier.
Well,
it's just
thankfully we're not going to have another Life is Strange game for a long time, so you don't have to worry about it. Like, every single time,
yeah.
Every freaking time, man. It's like
I know. I'm so angry, dude. Like every time. Like I haven't even pre-ordered a Life is Strange reunion. I'll tell you that much because moving deposits, man. Not a lot of room in the budget to be ordering stuff. Cast a Garden on Bandcamp. If you're looking for some good music to buy, Cast a Garden on Bandcamp. And Adam Evalt on Bandcamp. Wow. If you unrelated. You can just go to Bandcamp, Cast a Garden, just buy stuff. But KJL asks, so you won't move state this time? No, I'm staying in the same state. Thank God. Actually back in Fargo, I moved twice because it was the same situation, like literally the same situation. We moved from Pennsylvania to North Dakota, and we couldn't see the place before we moved there. And so when we moved in there, I was like, oh yeah, it's a good layout, and it was a great layout. I still say that the first apartment we lived in Fargo, North Dakota, great layouts. I loved that apartment. It was a good size. Did not realize that the walls were paper thin, dude. Like the downstairs neighbors, I could hear their conversation word for word. It was so redonkulous, dude. And worst thing was they had like a demon child. Like this child was not just like, crying, right? But no, this kid was like screaming Bloody Mary at like 2 a.m. and like literally punching a wall, like actually like shaking the wall kind of stuff. I was like, yo, this is whack. So, yeah, so that was that, and then so we moved again 6 months later. So it was the same leasing company, so didn't have to break the lease. Then we moved into the Fargo townhome that we currently resided in.
Mhm.
Same thing happened here. We moved in. Oh, the layout's fine. It's a good neighborhood. And then we move in, and boom, there's demon children over there. They're called frat boys. So,
Is it
um,
is it just
yeah,
KJL in the chat? Because I haven't got it open yet because I'm just still posting.
yeah, it's just KJL.
What is that one?
KJL asks, isn't every wall in the U.S. just paper? Listen, Austria. I've moved 7 times, and that had to be the thinnest walls I've ever experienced. Because like, there's other places that
Did you
even
do the moniker 7 when you were doing it? 7, 7, 7, 7.
7. Yeah, no, like that had to be the thinnest walls. There's some thin walls out there, but
Mm.
no, I've moved into some places that like I do not hear the neighbors at all. Don't even know they exist. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the worst one. But yeah, same thing happened here. Frat kids, and I'm like, I'm not doing this for another year. We're not signing another lease. So thankfully this time around we could go look at places, and we looked at 15
Yeah.
different places. And so we made some heavy research. The place we're moving in, fantastic. It's I'm actually pretty excited to move
Very
in.
nice.
So
I'm
I
here.
showed you it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here now. I'm gonna keep posting, so we will talk about Life is Strange. You guys got any feelings about what you've seen? Let us know. Because I had to just sit through one of the worst showcases of my entire life. Because like, oh my god, why is it so long? And just I was like,
Yeah.
B tier, man. It was B tier, wasn't it? Like
Chat, let's hear your thoughts about that showcase. If you watch the Future Game Showcase live, share your thoughts in the comments or in the live chat, I should say.
saying that, did you see it? Me and you were in the trailer. It was the boat sequence. I was like, oh my god.
Yes.
I was like, there
Yes.
we are.
I was just
On the
like,
boat again.
okay. Yeah, no, it was dude, okay, one thing I gotta appreciate about the Life is Strange trailer, finally we get a Life is Strange trailer that doesn't spoil anything. Like it censored the puzzle answer. And I was like, dude, we've had a long history of Life is Strange trailers, like spoiling like story plots, and they're
Yeah.
not even gonna give us like the puzzle results. I'm like, hats off, dude. Hats off.
Because they want you to play this game. Like the like as much as we're
Yes.
praising it, the game is in a position where it's in. Like they want
Yeah,
people to play
yeah.
this. Because they did just release stuff on Twitter and other social media pages about how they're releasing the game. It's like coming out in the exact same time zones, and even the review codes being sent out pretty late. And I'm like, yeah, we are where we are. We're at the impasse of Life is Strange being at its position. But yeah, I was hoping that footage would come up earlier. You were saying it as well. I was like, come on, please show it early. Please show it early. And it's like, damn, man.
Was
It was like,
super late, dude. Like, I was excited for half the games in that showcase. I was telling this to Adnan off podcast or like off our live stream. I love samurai and I love medieval. So like when the whole samurai craze was going through, I was like, I'm eating good, baby.
yeah.
And now there was like 4 medieval games that were shown in just this showcase. I'm like, still eating good, baby. Let's go.
It's the next part, isn't it?
It was-
Because they showed 3 minutes of the sequence off there. Considering where it's at in the game, that must have been pretty much what was shown to previews on the
Yes.
influencer journalism tour that they were doing. So I'm kind of like, okay, that must have been content that they were shown there. Very interesting building as well that they were in.
Yeah, the Abraxas mansion. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like I'm like that's interesting a place where it's at.
Ooh, KGL is bringing up Aphelion, so that gives me a good excuse to talk about Aphelion. By the way, I think they pronounce it Aphelion in the showcase. They're like, here's Aphelion. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's Aphelion.
Yeah, it's Aphelion. I've heard them say it in the stuff. It's like
Yeah,
it's Aphelion.
Yeah, KJL says the 1 hour wait for Aphelion. And I was like, yeah. And I have a good feeling about Aphelion now after the trailer. I'm like, yeah, dude. Yeah. Like Aphelion looks fire, dude.
Did you see the pre-order bonus as well? I had Jusant key rings and all other stuff. I was like,
I
that's
saw
pretty cool.
that.
I was like,
I saw that. Of course, your boy's gonna be playing that, dude. Of course, your boy's gonna be playing that, dude. I am so excited for this. And then Blue Jay the Ninja says, going back to Life is Strange, Chloe looks so pretty looking in Life is Strange Reunion. Chloe looks so pretty looking. Oh, so pretty looking.
yeah, so
Okay.
pretty looking.
Yeah, in Life is Strange. Yeah, and I'm like,
From certain
I'm gonna.
angles, I feel like it still needs like polishing up. It must still be polishing up. I've seen them post stuff about that.
Yeah.
She does look. Yeah, I think like it depends on the shot and the style and like, you know, like, considering how fast they turned this game over. Had they had a little bit longer, I think they would have got a really great Chloe Price model made. But it just feels like, you know, I'm not taking away from it, but I'm just like, you know, come on. She
Yeah,
looks good
like
in the mask. She looks very cool in the mask.
Can I say this though? For Chloe's character model, I'm actually pretty appreciative for Chloe because Chloe is like 18 in Life is Strange 1 and now she's supposed to be 30, 31 in this game, correct? They showed like again, if you look at me when I was 18, in fact, you keep showing me pictures of what we looked like 5 years ago when we when we
5 days
started
from
the
now.
show.
5 days, the
5 days from
anniversary,
now.
5-year anniversary. Yeah, it looks. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
went back
look
and
like
watched
we
that,
have hopes and dreams, you know?
which is crazy.
But I do appreciate that they do show Chloe what she would look like in her 30s. Like she's been on the road and she looks more tired and she looks older, right?
Yeah,
So I appreciate that it's not like 18-year-old Chloe, but taller. You know, or something like that, you know, like it shows what she would look like in her 30s,
I
you know?
agree. But we can never imagine like what we look like in our 30s and stuff. Like you never know how you're gonna age. Like
I would
look
still
at
look like a god.
well,
So
yeah, well, except for the hair, like the god complex went on that. But I mean, like look at Maury though. If you look at Maury's earlier photos, and you look at it now. Like when Erica Maury told me how old she was, I was like no way, no way. And I think even her words were like her way was like Asian genetics. She's like, I was like, yeah, that's right. I was like, it is Asian genetics.
yeah.
But no, she does look good though.
I want to shout out Nahul Coretti.
Correct.
4719 says, what do you guys think of what was shown recently? But also Gingerbread 157. Hey guys, been watching you for a reunion. Thanks for your videos. And I say thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting up with us. Nahul, we will be getting to what we've been thinking about. So that's what we're here for. And guys, if you could excuse me. Oh my god, I think I just spat up there. I've been drinking a lot of water and whiskey. But guys, if you could do us a favor and smash that like button and like without exaggerating, if you could hit that like button, that way this algorithm can go further. So just clicking that thumbs up will absolutely help the algorithm so that more people can come on this live stream so that we can interact more. So go ahead, hit that like button right there.
Yeah, we're in the pain of just trying to get people to come here. But no, thank you for joining us. It is nice, and it's always nice to do an impromptu streaming podcast. This was meant to be pre-recorded because Adam's moving, and we're just moving the schedule around, and it was like we'll do it, and they announced this, so this came about. But I think with the actual, so do you know the actual like the sequence, like the Abraxas party, and like even the masks and stuff? I always wanted a Life is Strange game to kind of do that. I've always wanted them to kind of go down that route of like making it a bit more darker and mystique with certain elements in it. And I kind of like vibe off that kind of sequence. Like, I think like those are the sequences where the scenes have been lacking. Like, it does feel like, obviously, it feels like, I wouldn't even compare it like as a pale imitation to like the Vortex Club party. I think it can be its own thing if you keep it with that. You add its own aesthetic, its own look, its own feel.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has that kind of like vibe where it can really make you feel like it's making a darker tone within the game. And the masks, I've always been a big fan of masks, especially like those kind of designs as well. For anyone who's listening as well, I remember big fan of Undertaker's mask when he had the Phantom of the Opera mask in the 1996 run that he did. It's very, very brief. But yeah, I think I really like the mask design and stuff. I even like when Chloe puts on, and there's some nice moments. Do you want as well? I think again, these are some moments. I think like there's a moment when Max boops Chloe on the nose, and it's like on the nose on the mask, And those are the kind of moments that feel like quite nice as well. Like I think they are going to do really well in terms of the motion capture and all those other things. So yeah, I was quite happy with the actual sequence. I thought it was quite nice, and I think there's more to
Yes.
that part, at least, you know. And but my concern is like it's the early part of the game, like deja.
Yeah.
I'm like Keanu Reeves seeing that black cat, deja vu. Like, you know, what's going to happen
Yes.
here? But no, generally
Oh, both
speaking,
Kevins are here.
like it. Oh,
Yeah.
both Kevins are here, but where's not called Kevin though? Like,
Where's not called Kevin? Can I bring up also Blue Jay the Ninja says, I still wish I have some thoughts on this. I still wish they bring back Max's hair bangs, but I understand why they change her hair because it would look unrealistic if she still had the same hairstyle. Yes and no to that. Yes, in terms of like if we're talking about like a real human being. No, because this is a fictional character, and I think the biggest part about character design, whether it be animation or in video games, is that you want that silhouette to stay the same.
yeah,
Um, we always have this like image, the biggest thing because I'm rewatching it again. Bob's Burgers, right? You see Luis with the bunny hats, right? And
yes,
even in sequences in the show where Luis is older, the bunny hat remains, or even Tina, like the older she gets, he still has the same big frame glasses. It's unrealistic. We all have the same style of glasses growing up, but it's that like knowledge, like, hey, this is the same character, this is the same silhouettes,
yes,
right? Bob will always have the mustache, or even in The Simpsons, Bart always has the spiky hair. To a degree, like there's some where like they have him in like cornrows, I believe,
yes.
but he still has that same spiky hair. So to your comment that it would look unrealistic that she would still have the bangs. Yes, but also like that is part of the Max silhouettes. I think they should have kept the bangs, but we're here now,
You know,
you
the
know.
other thing as well, like obviously the most famous example is like Princess Leia. Does she have a her hair later in the years? Like
Yeah.
I think aesthetically you could do like a little nice nod and a throwback to it. I feel like they should have done something like that in Double Exposure, doing like a bit of a nod, like even if she ties her hair up and it's like she's like this looks so dated or something. Or she like, you know, has something to do with her hair where she changed it a little bit where it's like you see a little shade of it. But I think like yeah, it's hard though again because it's like, you know, how many times do you look at a photo of yourself when you're like 16 and then you look at yourself in 30s and you look at what hairstyle you have. Like, granted, I have a very similar hairstyle for most of it. I mean, Adam lost all his hair. Even Michelle lost all his hair as well. Like, Luke has
I
forever been bald.
shaved my head when I was 18. Actually, I actually buzzed my hair off when I was 18 years old. So it's still the same hairstyle as I had when I was 18.
You were going
So
for that Walter White look. That's what you were doing. You were, well, I saved him.
actually, it was a prank to my mom
Yeah.
because I had like really long hair because I was in the skate scene and metal scene, so I had long hair like down to my shoulders.
Yes.
And my mom kept saying like, "You need a haircut. You need a haircut." And so like right before my senior photos, I to the scalp shaved my head. Dude, she freaked out, man, and it was so funny.
Yeah, don't
So
you?
so but the worst part was that like, and I talked to a lot of people who had the same thing. Like they had long hair, they shaved it. It doesn't grow back the same after
No.
that. I don't know. It doesn't grow back. So like when I grow out my hair, it comes out like stringy, not really stringy. It just doesn't have that same volume. And every person I talk to, same thing. Like they shaved it, it doesn't grow back the same. So I would say that's the biggest regret I have in my life is buzzing my hair off because I had really nice hair, dude.
Well, it depends as well, because like I'm blessed not to have like receding hairlines and everything else. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep my hair for a long, long time. Unfortunately, you do not, and that is where it comes and hits you. Um, so yeah, there's that. Um,
Yeah.
what was that comment there? Kevin Hess,
Riaz, yeah. What's up?
Victoria's Kate vid website is back online.
What does that mean? Was it wait, what? Was it
Uh,
offline?
what website is that? Have I missed
Yeah,
something?
I didn't know. That's something, man. I know I'm the Life is Strange goat here. As many people have said in the comments that all of my takes are correct. So
Mm.
thank you for naming me your king of Life is Strange over Michel Coe himself. But I did not know that it was a real website.
Ah, is it
What's
looking
up?
like
What
that?
happened?
Let's have a look and see if it's
Yeah.
online.
No
No,
way. That's
I
wild.
haven't seen it. Unless I got the wrong link. Oh wait, hang on a minute. Yeah, it's
Okay.
back online.
No way. Really? Can we show it? Is there a way we can show it?
Um,
A Redditor bought the domain, apparently. Someone just says.
there you go.
Okay. There you go. The domain is back online, but it has nothing there, basically. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's got
Redditor
it's blank.
domain. Okay, that makes more sense. Thank you, MB Bear, for making us not look like idiots for a second.
There we go.
KJO Kevin also says the trailer feels like Max is pushing to go to the party. Feels like Chloe should push for that. It would make more sense. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but also I feel like we're seeing this clip out of context, and we've already established that Max is already like on a time crunch. She said like, "Oh, I've only have 3 days, and it's coming from here." So Max is the one who has this kind of time crunch on her brain. So I would say that she probably did push for it, but I understand where you're coming from. That Chloe should have.
That sequence though is in the section where she's got the lead that she's going to the Abraxas place because she knows that's where the fire starts, or that's where she's been told it starts. And obviously Chloe has come in, but Chloe's still in that place where she's trying to figure out what's going on here. So that's why the story is very weird sequence. If you look at our place, but it's in a position where they're going to the Abraxas party because that's Max's lead that the fire started there, the one that she's rewound from and come back to that point, and that's why she's pushing a little bit more. And Chloe is obviously quite conflicted because she's there, isn't she?
Yes,
she realized
yeah.
she has gone past John Stout. John Stouter could not stop her from coming back, and that's why she's there. So yeah,
yeah. Yeah, once again, a reminder to you all of you, pressing that like button is actually going to help out in the algorithm. So if you're here, welcome, and go ahead and press that like button, or else we can't be friends.
Yeah, you should.
Don't be.
You should.
Yeah,
It'll help counter that one person who dislikes all out. Do you know one person actually dislikes every video? I'm like, talk about living rent free in someone's head. I'm like, perfect.
Whatever, man.
But it's great because that's the thing for me. Is like we just like if we live rent free in your head, it's like fantastic. Like we've done our job. Like we will always be here, and it's just like just to know that I annoy you in your existence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't know which question gets me.
I will say this as we're talking more about this like showcasing of Life is Strange. You know what really, really sucks right now being a Life is Strange fan is that there are 3 separate things that I am I'm very excited for via Life is Strange, but yet this is the end of Life is Strange. So the 3 things being I am excited for Reunion. I think Reunion is going to be it's going to be a pretty clean game. And thanks to everybody for hitting that like button. I think the marketing is clean. I think the Rosie Thor book. I'm very excited for that because Rosie Thor is a Life is Strange fan. You can tell from that, and a very talented writer. So I am excited for that book, and I'm excited for the show. I am excited for Tatum Grace to be making this premiere as Max Caulfield. I'm excited for Maisie to portray Chloe. I'm excited for this, and yet this is coming up to like the end of Life is Strange. So like I'm finally like excited after like what 5 years. And it's just like I'm actually excited for this and just like going away pretty soon, you know?
Yeah, I think it just comes as at the timing and the place where the franchises and why they're doing it. I think that's the kind of like big it just feels bittersweet, doesn't it? Essentially, we just posted that and I'm out of the way, so I'm fully in tune with things. Yeah, it just comes at a bittersweet moment. I think like there's been updates for the Rosie 4 book. They have very much pivoted on that and the direction. There's been like a lot of little trinket details that have come out from it. No, ultimately it's the same with like again, like with Reunion, it's like, you know, the bar is so low anyway. Like if they somehow sunk it below that, I'd be like, I'm like, how did you sink it that low? I'm like, how did it go that low as a thing? And it's the same with this kind of like thing. Like, as I said, there's enough developers on here that I got Jonathan Zimmerman has been popping up on Twitter as well. He's made a couple of notes out of nowhere. I'm like, what's going on here, Zimmerman? I'm like, and I've been like seeing his tweets as well. And if he's watching this, because he probably is, because he knows he loves StrangeCast. I don't know about that, but like he loves StrangeCast. He should be coming on here. He should be coming on here as the first director of a Life is Strange game and talking about his experience as well. The platform is now here and available. Like you should be coming on here.
Yes.
To talk about
Come on now.
That's the main thing.
Yellow Flash. has a comment that I think you'll appreciate.
Yes. Where's he put? Let's have a look. It only seems that they are. It seems that they are only sending review codes closer to the release date. Not a good sign. Not necessarily. Like you've had something for like developers and publishers. They can send them like a couple of days out in advance. Sometimes like
Mm.
weeks in advance. I think like journalists prefer to have them ahead of time because obviously you got tons of admin and other things to do. Um, Obviously, with Life is Strange Reunion, considering the development time frame, and even one of those posts as well saying that the Deck 9 team is still working on things, I think they would probably push it back as much as humanly possible at this point. Um,
Yeah.
I don't think I think it's a fair narrative to believe that, like, for example, like sending a review code out late equals maybe a potentially like a bit of a red flag, and it's fair as well to make that assessment, but not necessarily always the case. And I do
Yeah.
think this, for example, I do think this game will review better than Double Exposure. If it doesn't review better than Double
Yes.
Exposure, I'll be more surprised. And even with the time constraints that they have on this project, I still think it's going to do a lot better on the review front because it's got everything. It's got the main elements, hasn't it? It's got the soundtrack. It's got Chloe Price. It's got like a lot of factors that go for it. It's going to be buggy. It's going to have a lot of like development issues in between it. But I think naturally the signs are there. That doesn't rectify all the other things that are on that as well. They've even teased multiple endings, and I'm like, I'm hoping these are just small variation endings. As I said, land the game's all you need to do at this point. You're in a very strategic position with this game, and let's kind of appease a lot of people. Just put it in a certain place, it'll deliver. And I don't have that much like negativity about like the production of this game because that development team is gone. The entire Double Exposure development team is pretty much been eradicated. All the leads are gone. My biggest shame is that Webb Pickersgill is not the performance director, but at the same time, you had a very equally very talented performance director in Zach Andrews doing that. So it's just bittersweet, and I feel really sad about the entire experience as well because I've seen a lot of people that I know from Deck Nine get laid off, and I know a lot of good
Yeah.
people that have been laid off as well, which is an absolute shame. So yeah, it's a very strange experience and a very strange time as well to be a Life is Strange fan. I think you're coming at in like a you know at a point where it's like we are where we are. And people are
Yeah.
like just with Macy Stella and Tatum Grace as well coming in. It's like, hello, welcome to welcome to the fandom, folks.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
Tatum especially, just like out of nowhere, gets blown up with followers. And by the way, we're all hungry for Life is Strange content. So
yeah,
don't mess this up, Tatum. Cannot imagine the pressure.
yeah,
Um Wizard King Kevin says, Adam, have you pre-ordered reading yet? No, I already said that. No. Because moving costs are a lot. And yeah, so if you want to head over to Castle Garden Bandcamp, get some good music, that'd be swell. I'm just nothing, not related or anything. It's just like there's some good music over on Castle Garden Bandcamp.
If you
Go
didn't buy
check it
Double
out.
Exposure twice, you could have afforded this now. Like you had to buy Double Exposure twice, didn't you? Like it just
Twice,
sums it
yeah.
up. These were the sales numbers are going up on there. Like President Kiryu at Square Enix is like, Adam will save the costs of Double
Yes,
Exposure because he's buying it twice. Like he's that much of a
I
fan.
will. I will say this, that like the worst part about moving so many times, and I don't enjoy moving. Like
Mm,
this isn't like a part-time hobby for me. It just, we just do. Okay, maybe I do like moving so much. But I would say the worst part about moving is the cost of it. And I will say after doing 7 of them, I will say recently moving costs have gone up so much, dude.
yeah,
Like it's insane. Like they will get you with fees I've never heard of in all these years I've been doing it. Um like not just administration fees, but like now they're charging like washer dryer fees for your like renting. Like they like, oh, because we own the washer and dryer, you're gonna be like paying a monthly rent for the washer dryer. I'm like, the hell? When did that start? No, it's like dumb now. So the initial moving costs have always been high,
yeah.
but I will say, man, it's gotten so much worse in the past like 3 years. It sucks. But
Yeah.
it seems like you really enjoy it. That yeah, maybe I do KGL. Maybe I do.
So with the actual gameplay, what did you make of it? So they had that it's about 3 minute sequence.
Yeah.
Um, it's literally the Abraxas sequence. It's in the first half of the game. Chloe, Max are there. This is where they've quote unquote reunited. as it is.
Yes.
What did you
Yes.
make of that entire like sequence? Kind of at least dig into it a bit more whilst we're talking. Obviously, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Or if you want to put your input in as well, obviously, please put it in. What did you make of that? Just like a couple of clip moments in the stream.
Dude, I thought it was pretty classic Life is Strange, you know?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like you go in and it was the whole like it was backtalk light, you know, with Max, but it was more on a sense of like that first Life is Strange where you know, the Daguerre process. In the first Life is Strange, that kind of question where you have to rewind, get the answer back, and then you have to say the right answer. So and then you go up to the person, you get the item and you put it in your pocket, but then it's like do do do. I thought it was pretty much like a classic Life is Strange gameplay. There was nothing really trying to overstep anything. It was just saying like, hey, you like Life is Strange? Here's some more Life is Strange.
Yeah. I think like again, it's limited. You can see like they've just transplanted back talk and even rewind onto the game. Like we are just getting this game out as much as humanly possible. Like get it out to the finish line, and it's not got the quote unquote revolutionary like mechanic like which is split. That was meant to be a big part of that. Ultimately, it was an interesting experience to watch it. Who are you pointing to?
Yellow Flash. We were just talking about this. Any spoilers in the sequence? I haven't watched it yet, and I've been keeping spoiler free from the previews for the most part.
No,
we were just talking about that. That like for once, there's a Life is Strange trailer that doesn't spoil anything. Like there's that puzzle sequence that we were talking about, and it doesn't even spoil the answer for that puzzle. Like it shows like a sensor blurred, and it like plays the audio in like reverse. So for once, Square Enix like let's not spoil the people here. So no UI. I think you should be safe to
you ain't gonna
this,
get spoiled from this game. There's nothing
no.
like the 14-day wait we have, which will be even less as this comes out. Like the the VOD versions.
Days,
There's nothing. There's nothing left for them to spoil. They're only going to show selective footage. Again, the marketing team has been obliterated. Here's a wild fact as well. I was just off the top of my head, and I was trying to like just add it up. I'll put it out another time. It was about 140 days or something, give or take, for the marketing campaign for Double Exposure, and there's like at least 10 plus press releases or something. This game has about a 2-month window, and it has one press release so far. It's had one press release, which is the announcement of this game. And then on top of that, even recently, Adam, because I've been posting on the interviews, they've done a couple of interviews with certain websites as well, and literally they've been quoted as the Life is Strange team or the developers at Deck 9 have commented. No names attached to it. It's wild. I've never seen anything like that in like PR interviews. You always have a name. You're always like, oh, it's this person, but they're all gone more or less. Like the game, I can't explain to people. Like when you see the credits of this game, at least 3/4 of the staff is going to be gone across everything, like Life is Deck 9 and Square Enix, which is crazy. So it's like, with the footage, I don't think you're gonna get spoiled anything. I think they've even said like you don't have to do. Remember Secrets of Caledon? That's gone now. Those days are gone. Like we are now just truly in there. Yeah, they're done now. They have to basically just get the game out and hope for as many like releases as possible, people buying it and stuff. You're launching a unfortunate sequel to a game which has already kind of like corroded a lot of people, and some people are going to be waiting on the fence to even buy the game, which is bad in this climate. So ultimately, yeah, it's going to be quite light, I think, for content now, and you're going to get it. It's so. I'm like watching it as a journalist watching it, and the PR. You just don't understand when I'm like looking at certain things. I'm like, it's so weird of how they've done this. It's like,
okay, so there's a conversation going on in the chat with Blue Jay's initial comment. I hope to God we don't get the save Chloe or save Caledon crap again. They try to do it with Max and Safi. If they do this again, I'm gonna be upset. And then Blue Jay says it's gonna be a disaster if it gets that option. KJL saying I think disaster is a bit of a strong if you ask me. That's a good point though. Would it be a disaster if it was?
But who would save Caledon? Like it's not even like but like if it's choosing between Chloe Price and Caledon, that's like choosing between Coca-Cola and store branded pop, and you're asking like who you're picking. Like even the people who don't like Chloe Price would pick Chloe Price. Who's saving Vin Lang from a burning building? Like, let's be honest as well, like that. And people are gonna be like watching it, be like, putting the wages down, like trying to see a few things. There's not enough jeopardy with it. That's not a choice. That's a jeopardy. The only jeopardy they do, and I got to hope to God they do not do this. It's either Max Caulfield lives or Chloe Price lives. And that would be horrible because that's the only jeopardy that you have as a big choice. And it would peeve people off even more. As I said, make it wholesome. Just land this game in the same way as Return of the Jedi's ending rather than the Rise of Skywalker.
That's what Yellow Flash is just talking about too. And like multiple endings is a mistake, and then he says, land the plane for the love of God.
That's all literally.
And I'm like,
all you need to do, man. The same with the Emma Vicelli comic. If you read the comics and the end of it, she lands the plane. She lands the plane. It's there, and it's like a very touching moment. That's what you need. As I said, there's two endings you have here, which is you either end the great moment of the Star Wars series, which I love, in the saga, or you carry it on and drag it through its mud as they did in that 3 films that they did afterwards. Just put it in a safe space, even if it's Max and Chloe driving into Arcadia Bay into the distance. Just do that. It's so easy. This game is so easy to land because you have everything that's there as a recipe. Even those other characters, they're not important anymore, guys. They've revamped this entire story. Vin Lang, Moses, Safi, Amanda, you are all surplus to requirement now. And I'm sorry if you think it's disrespecting the double exposure narrative. Those people are gone. They've gone. They've rewritten everything. They've redone almost everything in this position. They are trying to get this position, and they've made Max and Chloe so front and center. It's quite clear. Also, here's a wild one. This is Chloe Price's first cover since Before the Storm. She's on the front cover with Max. Like, that just shows you how much they've pivoted. They've put on the freaking Rosie 4 novel, and they've pivoted that as well. They've even explained it. It's like Rosie 4's like, it's still going to be Izzy-centric. It's like, hang on a minute. The description is night and day difference from what it was before that. It's quite clearly changed here. It's like, it's just I agree with Yellow Flash. Just land this freaking plane, man. Like, put it in a good place. We're fine. That's it. And after that, whatever happens. I think that's the main thing.
Someone says, I think it's gonna be the other way around. I think it's gonna be save Max or save Caledon.
Well, who's gonna save Caledon though?
Here's the thing.
But Adam, as I said, the only jeopardy is Max or Chloe. You pick one to live. That's the only jeopardy that is created from this. No one cares about Caledon. No one cares about the other characters. Like in a very sweeping statement, the jeopardy is not there. You have to it's either that or you do the Jodie Holmes pick, where it's like you live in the real world or you go into the beyond world in that scene, where it's like Max stays in this realm or she gets transported into another one. Like, it has to be something of that level. But even then, I think they might even play it just like...
I think people need to set your expectations to, there is not going to be multiple endings or an ending choice. This is going to definitely be a super clean ending, to the point that like we don't even have chapters in this game. We don't even have episodic. This is going to be it's going to be a continuous story. It's most likely going to be an 8-hour experience.
Yes.
Right. We don't know this, but we're just guessing at this point. And I do think the ending is going to be crystal cut clear, because the marketing for this game has been, this is the final moment with Max and Chloe. Like, this is it. They're going to, here's my guess, right off into the sunset moments. They're going to, like, both Max and Chloe live. There's going to be a canonical ending to Max and Chloe. There's no discussion behind it. It's not even going to be save Bay or Bay. It is going to be, they ride off into the sunset. Happy tears. Let's sell more copies of this game because it was so reviewed well.
Yeah, and they said there's multiple endings, but it could be minor. It could be like minor tweaks to that ending, so it could be just like variations of it. But like,
not like Strange 2, where like
no.
Yeah,
it's more like developed with that. Like, they had more time to write the story in the branches. Mate, this is the Lightning Returns of the franchise. This is the moment they are going the same route of story. Like, even Lightning Returns and how they ended it is like, let's land it in a safe place. You have that massive fight with Lightning and Bunavelza, and then Lightning goes off. And it's like, like, let's end this. And they tried to wrap up that series. Square Enix is truly having its Lightning Returns moment with Reunion. It's just like, let's get this game out. Let's get it in a place where it can be landed. There's some big things in it as well. Nate Dogg, Nate Dogg Cat said that as well. I did Moses is one of the best characters in the entire series. It's worth playing double exposure for him.
Absolutely, 100%.
Crazy.
And you had the opportunity of interviewing Moses, voice actor. Yes.
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was part of it.
No.
I thought I dreamed that, and I guess I did. I thought you.
I interviewed
you got
Olivia Abiassi and Eliza Gray, who are Diamond and Safi.
Mhm.
They're the two that I did that during that, which is something. But yeah, it's just weird because like you have that opinion from Nate Dogg Cat, and then you have where I'm looking now. Look a moment, I'm going crazy. Someone said that they didn't like all. Yeah, that's sorry. Killmonger 5097 said I didn't like any of the new characters in the DE. And for me, like I liked Gwen, who they've not brought back, and
Yes.
I like. See, Safi could have been good had they written her better. Like she's not actually like a.
Instead, she shot her mom in the shoulder. It's like she didn't let me see Daddy enough, and she ruined my book deal. Pop her in the shoulder. Like the hell. Like I remember I had a comment about that. I was like, well, you know, it's hard to get a book deal, and you would be upset too. I would not shoot my mom in the shoulder because I didn't see Daddy enough and book deal.
But they don't refine that enough though, because you could go down the coercion route where it's like, you know, she's being manipulated and she's being that, but they never actually really fully flesh that out. It's like,
oh, Killmonger got a comment in that you'll appreciate. His latest one.
Oh, I did a lot. Yeah, so it says D didn't solve the problem of who shot Safi. It's like they completely forgot about it. We focused on Safi's dead friend, Maya. Oh my god, and that I just can't actually do it anymore.
That's the hill you die on. Every live stream we've been on is like, who shoots Safi?
Mate, but they
Like,
never explain it. They don't explain it. The game fractures at that point. It's not explained. I've seen people try. I'm telling you right now, it is not explained because they broke the game story at that point. Like they didn't understand
Yes.
it. Like again, if you're doing time paradoxes and anything with the stay-star continuum, explain it. We know why John Connor is born. We know that Kyle Reese is his dad, right? We know Sarah Connor is saved by Kyle Reese, right? We know that John Connor sends Kyle Reese back in time. Time loop solved. We know why that works as it does. You can't just do what they did with Safi. It's like by the end of the game, I'm like what? It's like,
what? Yeah,
mate, because and I will prove this well. You could put every single Deck 9 developer in a room and a Square Enix developer and give them a piece of paper and say, who shot Safi? And I will bet you right now, not at all would they ever say the same answer. They would all have a variation of different answers, man. It's so funny. Like, oh, it really irks me, man. It's like one of the big, it'd be like, do you imagine if it was like The First Life is Strange and it's like, who killed Rachel Amber? And then like we just goes to later in the game and we forget about her and you're like, hang on a minute, like what happened to Rachel? No, it doesn't matter. Like, we don't care about her. Yeah. It's just, oh my god, it's so annoying that I hate that story plot. You just don't understand how much double exposure like boils my blood. And it was like there was so much potential there. Do you even just make like a half-baked game where it's like we put it out there and stuff, but they absolutely ran the franchise into the ringer. I'm like, oh my god, I watched it happen and I was like, we are where we are, guys. We are here.
Killmonger says, what happened to the cop that disappeared? Doesn't exist anymore. Don't you remember? Didn't you, Killmonger, didn't you read the text messages after the cop disappeared? It's all explained in the text message, not in a story. No, you had to open your phone and find out what happened to Alderman. It was Alderman, yeah. You had to find out what happened to Alderman through the text messages. That is a show don't tell kind of like movie paradox there, you know?
Yeah, mate. They just that Alderman thing is like, if Alderman turns up in this game, I swear, Jonathan Zimmerman, I'm gonna grab through the screen and just grab you by like the collar and be like, why did you bring him back? It's like leave him now. It's like we don't need him now. It's like just leave it as it is. Yeah, again, but do you know what the thing is though as well? Alderman, Lucas, all these characters, they could be interesting if you had a bad writer.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't have a one-dimensional writer in a thing, you could actually make these characters a lot more interesting. Like there's a potential there to make them quite. So they wouldn't be like the most mind-blowing characters, but you still have a pretty strong group of characters, and that's the main thing. It's like they missed that point, which is like right, you know,
Killmonger says, "Shit, I didn't know that." I'm like, no, you like that's not really a you thing. That's just kind of like it is explained in a text, and I guess like that does count for you to like go research, but it's still like in text messages. It's not like
Yeah.
a natural thing for you to go in and read the lore. It's not even like Fallout, where like Fallout you go into the different vaults,
Yeah.
and you read about the experiments um that were being happened with each vault, including the Gary vault in Fallout 3. There's like different audio logs and journals that you can find in vaults like that. That's just like interesting stuff, but like that's a pretty important piece to the
Yeah.
story, and you have to find out through texts in an unnatural way. So that's not really your fault.
No.
I want to bring up what Little Orphan Emma said.
That makes
Just
me
a
really
little bit
sad.
on
I'm just a little off.
Little Orphan Emma.
Like, so it's just a sad set. Oh my god, continue.
how how little are you, Emma? Are you like 4 foot, 3 foot? How little orphan are you? Says, so cool to see you guys live on the topic of the incoming live action show. I was watching a podcast recently where Dimitri mentioned they started working on the show's rights before Life is Strange 1 even released, saying back in December 2014, apparently, even before January 2015 release. That's what we've been saying, that this show
You've been there from the beginning.
is so yeah, like that's the thing. This is like 10 years, like in production, 10 years in the making, which is why I agree with them casting Maisie, because like they've already worked with Maisie. Maisie is willing to do the role, and like it already has built a relationship because they've been working on this for multiple years. It seems like 11 years at this point, right? That
Mate,
they like
Bro's company was called DJ2 Entertainment before it became Story Kitchen. He's working it that long. You're going to put it on a timeline scale. It's like this man is like been thinking about this project and has finally got the cast announced. And he's like, oh, damn, I've greenlit this at a very strange time, haven't I? It's like, yeah, it's like, you're here, bro.
That's what I mean, dude. It's such a risk because they've gone this long.
Yeah.
Of trying to get this show out in production. They are not taking any risks. I think this show is going to be beat for beat the Life is Strange 1, because that game is such a popular game, and this show has been going on for so long. They're not going to take any risks. I think this is going to be like bat for bat, word for word of Life is Strange 1, which I'm for, dude. Like I'm for it. Like set the tone. And then season 2, maybe experiment a little bit.
Stop it, Adam.
Yeah,
there is no season 2. Oh my god almighty. See, this is a problem for you. Little Orphan Emma put there as well. They also talked a bit about the production, how times where it was approved and then unapproved and supposed to be on TV networks. Yeah, but this is the production thing. Like the timelines, like had it been on Netflix 10 years ago, it would be in the golden prime show. That I think that would have set this franchise into another stratosphere, because it was at the prime of television. Like now, television shows, the time, the constraints, the production, even getting episodes out, man. I'm from season 4 is coming out in April, and there are people who literally comment saying, I've forgotten what the entire plot is because it's been 3 seasons and it's taken them so long to consistently release TV shows. We were growing up in the Prime era, remember? We got those TV shows like Prime era. You'd get them at a consistent basis, consistent amount of episodes, and TV isn't at that level of turnover anymore. So people just check out, don't they? It's like Stranger Things has had that one-off example where there's been a fandom and it's been able to maintain like popularity. But even people are screaming about that. They were like, where's the next Stranger Things? It's like, yeah, god damn it, man. Like, get it out sooner. It's just like, oh.
Can I say a hot take that I've been thinking about for a while now?
Is it actually a hot take, or is it not a hot take? Like, you're saying yourself.
Not really a hot take, but like kind of answering people's question of just like why are people not being artists anymore? But before I get to that, we want to thank our sponsors. No, I'm just kidding. There's no sponsors. I wish. Insert coin. Holler at us. Holler at me, boy. But I want to say, Wizard King Kevin, speaking of Fallout, I finished season 2 of the show. I haven't even started it. I've been so stressed out with the move that I don't need season 2 to ruin that for me, from what I've heard. My friend Maddie has seen the show, was disappointed in it, and he's as big of a Fallout fan as I am, so I do not want to be. In fact, Deathclaw right there. I love
Hey.
my Death Cult fiction. So, huge Fallout fan. So I don't want to be ruined right now. I'm too stressed right now. So I'm not doing that to myself. And then also Killmonger says Chloe's more important. Said Killmonger said, I read the text enough to know that Chloe and Victoria are friends. That's pretty much all you need in a text message. Just like little bits of lore like that, but not like important plot points to like where did Alderman go? But like little things like that. Chloe and Victoria friends, sure, put that in a text message. But that was a big story beat. Okay, so getting to my hot take here. And also, if you're here, hit that like button so that the algorithm can pick up some more. Why is nothing creative anymore? And why are we not taking risks anymore? Right. Um, and you talked about we were in the prime era of television.
Mm.
And I've heard so many hot takes because I'm in the artist algorithm, because I'm a musician. And I do art and stuff, that photography. And a lot of people are just saying that, like, oh, why aren't people joining bands anymore? I bet it's because of video games, right? That's one of their takes. I'm like, dog, are you kidding me? Like, I was in the prime era of gaming on the 360, the original Xbox, and I was in 3 different bands. So, like, no, it's not video games. They're like saying, like, oh, well, I bet it's because of social media. Again, yes and no. Like, social media is much more rampant than it is nowadays. But I was on social media, like I was on the early MySpace was like huge, like MySpace, AIM,
Bebo.
like the what's that?
Bebo.
He, such a nerd. Tumblr, the early days of Facebook. So like, no, it's not social media. My thing is that, like, what I've been getting at, that they're not going to take any risks with the Life is Strange show, right? I don't think, like, young people, like I'm talking to you, Gen Z, right now, and it's not your fault, is that Gen Z is not exposed to experimentation like we were, and millennials. Like, back in the day, you could just experiment and just say, like, throw spaghetti on the wall. But now it's so formulaic. Everything is so formulaic. When I say that the Life is Strange show on Amazon will be beat for beats Life Strange 1, is because they will not stray from that formulaic path. And I think that's a detriment to up and coming artists, because they're not being exposed to being experimentation. So they themselves are not going to be experimentative. They're going to be formulaic. You know what I mean?
But they formulate, but it's going to be like, for example, the minute that they show the logo, where it's like Life is Strange Episode 1 comes up as well. It's going to be the new Life is Strange logo rather than the old school one. So you've stripped the creativity away from it. You might think it's a minor detail, but that's a bigger point, where it's like you've changed the corporate, like you put the corporate logo on it, and here comes the committee, and it's like, well, do this and do that and do this, and let's bring in Rachel Amber for the sequence just because we need to kind of do it for a bit of fanfare. There's no. Again, like the biggest example is like a Tarantino. No person can do what Tarantino did. Go and pick up a camera and shoot Reservoir White Dogs. It's impossible now. Like the industry wants certain content to be made in a certain kind of way. Like this game that we're talking about, Reunion, for example, that's an example of it. That's where Life is Strange is at right now. We've stripped away that like really creative flair that the first game had, and it's been chasing success nonstop since then. So the same with Reunion, Double Exposure. It's like, let's make this really formulaic game, and hopefully people like it because Max Caulfield's there and Hannah Tell's there. And it's like, no, people didn't buy it. And this is the problem with what is precious now, and what is like, something that you want to hold on for nostalgia. Even Chloe Price, people can't hold on to now because they brought her here. Like, you were angry, you were like, oh, we want Chloe Price back, and we brought her back now, and you have to accept it for what it is. Like, it's there. You have to accept Chloe's in the game. Whether you like that or not, that's a different story. But they did bring her back, and you wanted that, and they brought her back for the TV show. They're doing what they have to do at this point, because that's where marketing machines end up
And that's
going.
what I mean. And that's what I mean, dude. It's like it is just go with the flow of the crowd now. Like, that is all what movies, TV shows, music. Like, I'm not trying to say that things are worse now. Like, it's not to say that like we have only bad movies and only bad music. I can tell you, like, off the rip, like a handful of like movies and books and music that is good, but it's not experimentative, right? There's nothing to be like Lost was experimentative, of just like putting that like cinematic movie spectrum but on a TV show. It was golden. Like, whoa, we haven't seen something like that before. We haven't seen something like there is no defining principle behind it. Like everybody complains about the piss yellow filter on like Xbox 360 games, but at least there was an identity to it. Like at least it was piss yellow. And I just think that like everything is just so formulaic and polished that this thing has to sell. And I see that with indie game devs. Right. With the game devs that I'm talking with, like, oh, this has to be social media friendly. This has to be more with the flow of things so that it can sell well. And it's not wrong to think like that. But it is like this mindset of like, if this doesn't sell, then I'm in a cardboard box rather than like, and don't get me started about like rent prices out here. Like I think rent prices are also okay. Hot take here. Hot take. Here's my hot take. Rent prices are the reasons why people can't be experimentative anymore.
You got a message there from Hoverdrust645.
Okay.
It says, haha, it's Unreal Engine free filter.
It is Unreal Engine 3 filter. I understand that, but it was still the piss yellow. Everybody complains about it. Like nobody understands that it's an Unreal Engine 3 filter, but everybody who looks back on the 2000s like, oh, why did people like this? Oh, it's piss yellow. I'm like, hey, a fish doesn't know it's wet, baby. Like we were in the trenches of piss in the early 2000s. So, but people don't understand that. But rent prices, because they're so astronomically high, they have to sell big numbers just to sell rent. You can't rent an apartment for $500 in a relatively safe neighborhood.
No,
right?
Well, the productions went up in Life is Strange. Look at the mocap tech and everything else with True Color. I think True Color is the highest dollar cost entry in the series, and then it's like it didn't make the huge returns that they were hoping for. The investment goes into double exposure. It's a financial flop. Like the times have changed, and that the industry has become so much more expensive. And this is like, you think about it as well. They're not throwing the budget at big people at this point either. Even the Life is Strange TV show, it's got Macy Stella, who's got notoriety and like early notoriety. She's got like long-term notoriety from music and other things that she's done. She's got
Nashville.
Like all that other stuff. She's got like notoriety, but she's not Emma, not doing it as a thing, but she's not Emma Myers, who's now bringing her stock profile up. She's becoming lucrative in Hollywood, for example. She's like an up-and-coming actor, so you can't throw the entire kitchen sink of the budget to get someone like that. You have to mix, pick and mix with characters. And it's the same with like Life is Strange, like Reunion, for example. You look at all those sequences as well.
Sorry, Hovert said like Unreal Engine 3 is actually good. Gears of War Stranglehold. Thanks for bringing up Stranglehold, by the way. Good for you.
John Woo, isn't it? Classic, wasn't it?
John Woo, yes. Which was the sequel to John Woo's movie Hard Boiled.
Yes.
Black Side Area 51 and Life is Strange was made in Unreal Engine 3.
John Woo, I'll say this as well, made one of the most underrated films, in my opinion at least, Mission Impossible 2. I really liked that when I went back and watched it. The aesthetic of that is very, from Brian De Palma to that, and it's completely different. I'm like, we'll go back and watch that film. That is the most
underrated movie of all time.
Underrated. I think it's quite underrated. Like, we're going back and comparing it as well. I even thought MI3 was pretty good with J.J. Abrams as well, and Philip Seymour Hoffman, very good villain in that film. Very, very good film in that film.
Oh God, yeah, Mission Impossible 3 was great. I saw it in theaters, by the way.
I did as well. I did, yes. Was it the first one? Cinema. It's the Rabbit Foot. It's the Rabbit Foot, I think, in 3. I need to watch that film again. Thank you.
And just to say, Hovert, I'm not saying Unreal Engine 3. I am agreeing with you. I'm just saying that when people go back, and they're just like, why do people enjoy this game? Look at Skate, dude. Skate, the early one, piss yellow, baby. Need for Speed Underground, piss yellow, baby. And people are just like, why? I'm like, I don't know, because we had that identity, dude. And especially it was like that dusty format that we had in the early 2000s. I don't know.
Yeah. What's going on here? Where's Killmonger's pot? They gave Max her power back because in the end of DE she has no powers because both times came together. Is that in reference to another part of the conversation? Am I missing something? I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
I mean, they basically, again, that's a failsafe, but that's built in the game. That's very much there because it's atrophied, as you see with the Alderman sequence when she gets caught, and you're like, hang on a minute, why did she rewind time? And she does it in that part where she's going back in the photo. She has the ability to do it, but it's quote unquote atrophied, and it's kept there very conveniently. There are a lot of good fail-safes that are built in that double exposure thing. I'm like watching it, I'm like Jonathan Zimmer was like watching that, but like the writing's like, God damn it, I hate all of you previous developers who made this game. Like when he's like trying to rewrite scripts of it, he's like, God damn it, it's like, could you not have like just cooled it down. He's a very, very talented guy. Yeah, my stock values in Jonathan Zimmerman, very much so. To really
Yeah.
pick this up in some
Yeah.
kind of way and deliver something like, um, but yeah, it's a weird one because it's like with that footage, it's like I'm watching it. Like this game needed what? Like here's an example, guys. Well, Double Exposure's time frame was 4-year development period, and this game has had just over a year. And you like look at that entire sequence there with that entire Abraxas sequence. Imagine that the 4-year development period beyond just reusing the assets and stuff that they're trying to do to get this game out, and the proper marketing as well. You could have had a proper Abraxas party. You could have had like all the kind of stuff that was going on there. You could have like Lucy Hale making TikToks amid an Abraxas party. Like that's how good the marketing could have been. Like that's how far we could have gone. But no, we're ended up where we are. And I mean, like the franchise is in bleak hands now. They've literally obliterated Square Enix's entire North America and London team. Deck 9 is where it's at right now in terms of trying to, leverage some kind of like place in the industry. And Life is Strange is in its rock bottom state. Like even Hannah Tell knows that the future is now where she goes from here. She's still young. She's engaged. Her future's going to take her somewhere.
Me and you are young, by the way. Me and you are young.
No, we've aged. We've aged.
We're younger than Hannah Tell.
We're like Grandpa Abe during he's like looking at that cloud. He's yelling. We're at that point. We're at that place. It's just it's been like. But I feel like it for Life is Strange. If you've been here since the beginning, you've seen the franchise go through the biggest trough period, and it's like it's hard to kind of not. You have to apply criticism. You can't just gobble goop something like for the sake of it. You have to really enjoy something, and it's a shame with that because if they had landed Double Exposure fairly well, it probably would have been palatable. And a lot of people did deliver on that. Tessa Rose Jackson delivered on that. Webb's motion capture team delivered on that. Hannah delivered on the production. Even Bakker, who's currently at GDC as well, delivered on that part of his team as well. He can't join the chat at this point. If he does, I'm going to be like, what the hell's happened here? But like, even he tried to deliver on that part. Like a lot of people did deliver on that. It's just an interesting thing there. So go a little off at Emma's part. I'm a tad hopeful. for the TV show takes some risks. Dimitri Guy is on recording saying we make it a point to try opportunities for storytelling that is not a one-to-one piece because otherwise why does it exist? Dimitri says here, and she's put on quote, it's looking at how we do adapt this in a way, even if you're a biggest fan of this game, it still feels like a fresh story to you. They will change it. There's not enough material there. They're going to have to add sequences to it. They'll bleed things into it. They'll do flashback sequences among many other things. There's a lot of exposition they'll do from it. To be honest as well, they might have to pivot from making a point-to-point remake as well, because at the same time, I don't think people are palatable that if it's a full-on authentic remake in that kind of way, because you haven't got the same, developers that are attached to this project, which is a thing. So yeah, he has to take risks.
Yes. I think here's the other part to it.
Sorry, before you start as well, I'm saying this as well a little off now. You're going to get to the ending and it's going to be Bay and Bay, and you'll be like, oh my God, this is so tense. And then it's like, bang, a Prime Video advert plays, and you wait 30 seconds with elevator music. It's like, do, 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 do. Cuts back, pick Bay and Bay. And it's like, there's your decision on that. It's like, go. Yeah, it's just, it's something. We've got...
What's up? Huh?
Who are you fighting with in the chat?
Nobody. Don't worry about it, Adnan. I didn't say anything in the chat.
Yeah. Being held prisoner. What's happening here?
Here's the other part I want to mention to Little Orphan Emma, if that is your real name. But the one thing I want to say is that like I am also hopeful that maybe like this will be like a little bit different.
Yeah.
But we also need to understand that like Dimitri might have a vision and might have intention behind this, but then we have Amazon coming in, we have Square who is involved. Square Enix is involved in the production of this. We don't know how involved they are, right? But we just know that Square Enix is somewhat involved. We have Lucky Chap, which is Dimitri's
Lucky
friends
Chap,
over there.
Yeah, Lucky Chap's involved in it. And then Charlie Covell is the showrunner.
So there's a lot of hands in the cookie jar that like, hey, Dimitri, you might have intentions here, but you know what sells is just run-of-the-mill stuff. So that's what I mean. I just think that like experimentation of a lot of media has been lost because, and this is why I say True Colors was ahead of its time just by a couple years. Like True Colors was ahead of its time that it's so corporate now and it's so shareholder value nowadays that this has like any kind of intention of creativity is almost like down the drain. I'm not saying that Dimitri will not get his intention. I'm just saying there is also a chance of the shareholder value will get in the way, you know? So yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Like I don't know. I do have a lot of faith. I do want to say this to Little Orphan Emma. I have so much faith in this show. I think this show will be good at the very least. I think the lowest rating you're going to see of this show is going to be like a 7 out of 10.
How is the
do
bar
think
so
it's-
small? How is the bar so low? Like you want this TV show where it should be excellent because you've got all the source material there. You just need to remake. Like it's already Michalko has done the job for you. Him and Jean-Luc did the entire job for you. Where it's like actually these two Frenchmen who are really inspired by Twin Peaks and all these other pieces of material have fused it together into making one show. How can you mess this up? It's the same with when they remake Gear. They'll remake the first Gears of War, and it's like, hang on a minute. When you remake it, literally Cliff Bleszinski, Rod Ferguson, and the Epic Games team have put it on a silver platter for you. If you mess that up, how have you messed it up? They've literally
they have remade it twice. I mean, remastered, but they remastered it the
Gears
what
of
was
War
the
Ultimate
Xbox
Edition.
One? Yeah, Ultimate Edition, and then they put it on the PlayStation 5. So so they keep selling it. Witcher should have been a good show too. Season 1 was a good show. Killmonger. So shut your mouth there. But the other ones, but the other seasons, you're correct on saying it should have been.
Look,
but yeah, the season 2, and I think how many seasons? 4. It sucked after that.
Coming back onto the TV show in a minute, because I know a little off Emma and someone else is putting there as well. But like even with Blue Jays put there, I don't understand why Square Enix is giving away their popular Western games. Square Enix is just so ungrateful about that sell to the point where they will sell their IPs. The thing is though, this is why the activist firm has been getting involved, that the 3D investment partners. Jacob Novak is a very interesting person to follow on Twitter. He was a former member. He worked in a hierarchy position at Square Enix. Square Enix doesn't tap into its IPs properly. It just doesn't tap into them properly. Like they are really lucrative. So it's like I think one of the branding deals that they did was Magic the Gathering, Final Fantasy, for example. And it's like that IP is so strong to really brand off into different things. But Square Enix doesn't hold a strong identity with certain IPs. It uses them and then chucks them to the dump. Off to the races. Think about Hitman. Think about Tomb Raider. Think about Sleeping Dogs. Think about Life is Strange. What's it called? Was it Just Cause? That I'm thinking of as well. It was Just Cause one of their IPs they had.
Yes, Just Cause was Square Enix.
But they never evolved like some of these IPs. They basically just was like, oh yeah, because everyone's going to be. It was very Ubisoft formulaic. It's like, well, everyone's going to enjoy a Just Cause game because it's a Just Cause game. People grow up, man. They want different games. Yeah. They want different things. Like they would sooner wait a 2 or 3 year development period for a Just Cause game that's different. I think that's, for example, why Call of Duty did well for many years, because they had the Treyarch Activision model with Infinity Ward. It's like, let's change this up. Mate, we were eating good. You'd get World at War one year and then Call of Duty Modern Warfare the other year. 2 massively different Call of Duty games. One's very attached to its lineage of history, and the original creator as well with Infinity Ward is in a completely different realm of a modern thing. What's that reaction?
So number one, KGO Kevin, thank you, and you know why. So appreciate you, buddy. But also KJL Kevin put in the chat. I know a hot take, which I might take my thank you back from KJL here. I feel more positive about Reunion and less about the TV series. I rescind my thank you, KJL, because that's slander.
That's a hot take, but also I can see where he's coming from with that, because it's
like that meme from Falcon. It's like he's out of line, but he's right.
Yeah. Because technically speaking, Reunion's in a better place to land the game because Chloe's there, and you just need to. We need to put the ship down here. The standards are, because here's the thing as well. The standards are here for Reunion because of what happened Double Exposure. The expectations here for the Life is Strange TV show because you're making a point-to-point remake. Even if some people's expectations are here on Life is Strange TV show, it's here because the benchmark is here. You've gone there. You're touching what is sacred. People love that game. The standard is there. Like Macy Stella, Tatum Grace Hopkins, everything's going to be on there. And the minute that they show that trailer, that first trailer, the first photo of them two together, scrutiny heaven or blissful reaction. It's going to be that's the level that you're at. So with this as well, like there's a different mixed reception, because if they put Reunion out and it's not a stinker as some people think, and it's BTS True Color Palatable, people are gonna be like, oh, I'm pleasantly surprised by this. And it's like jackpot.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I'm joking before, but like KJL is correct in having this take
Yeah.
of being more excited for the game than the show. Number one, because you have more information about Reunion.
Yes.
You have way more information. For the TV series, we just know who's making it, where you can watch it, and we can see the other like acting roles that Tatum and Maisie have done. Like that's all we can know, but we don't even have, like you said, we don't even have any set pictures. Like we have more information about the God of War TV series than we do of the Life is Strange series. So like you're not incorrect, because again, like I think you're more excited for Reunion because you have much more information. This one, it is Schrodinger's cat. It is either going to be so good, like man, they know what they're talking about, which Amazon shows so far, man.
Yeah.
Amazon shows they've been solid. They haven't been like outstanding, but like Amazon shows have been fairly solid for the most part. So I'm gonna say it like
they're probably like, I probably say like they're further down compared to, like, I think Apple TV productions are far better. I think that they're not got the same like popularity because of Amazon's success, but like they're not Netflix standards. Like I watched my old ass Adam. That those camera techniques better start improving, because I was like, come on, man. I'm like, who is shooting this?
I'm saying the IP shows, and I know people have hot takes about Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. I think there's some internet trickery that's going on with some of those takes on the Lord of the Rings show, but that's just me. But I would say the Reacher is very good. Yeah, Reacher on Amazon. That was great, dude. I'm gonna say like the Fallout show, of course. Fallout season 1 at least was amazing, dude. Invincible, you have The Boys. There's some solid shows that they take from extreme IPs or extreme ideas and they run with it. So I think that we have some good intentionality, at least for Amazon. So I'm not trying to say that like, oh, because it's Amazon, it's gonna be amazing. You know, I think that I have faith in this show, but I would like to see a trailer. I would like to see set photos. I would like to know more.
A little off and put there as well. Part of my cautious optimism is I really enjoyed End of the Fucking World, so I'm hoping Charlie Cavell can bring some of the vibe of Life is Strange. See, I need to go back and watch that TV show because I really enjoyed the first season, but I literally just fell off the map with it, and I can't remember what it was. But I was like, I'm done with this TV show. It started off really strong, and it was like quite. It had that effect and the static on it, and I'm just thinking like, because again, here's the thing: it's like it's not denying like Charlie Cavell could do it. It's the simple fact is like people are like, you know, Charlie Cavell might make it too British and stuff, but it's the fact that you're already interpreting something from an auteur, and it's like it's not Brian Fuller doing Hannibal's TV show using Thomas Harris's novels. Like you can't have that You're basically using someone's certain aesthetic and storytelling style and trying to mold it in a way to tell the story. So here's the big example: Deck 9 can't do cringe like two Frenchmen can. Because these two Frenchmen understand very endearing cringe, and that's it. It's never going to be. If you think it's cringe, then it's wrong. You're misinterpreting Max doing really cringy things because it's endearing in a way that she delivers it. But it's like when you look at, for example, what's it face? Deck 9's games as well. The cringe is just it's pure cringe, and I'm talking about someone who comes from like the British side of cringe. I understand it, man. I saw you guys screw up the in-betweeners when you moved it to the US. You didn't understand what cringe was. Like that's like
every British show that comes over to America is far worse, dude.
Yeah,
far worse.
Well, you forget what the magic is, though, don't you? Because it's like it's like with American films making horror films, The Ring, The Grudge, all these films. It's like you strip back that entire like aesthetic. What's the other one now? Let the Right One In, for example. Always rip them off. Like you go with the dragon tattoo. It comes across as because like you have the American hands on it, and it's like it loses that identity from it. It's like
they feel like they have to be bigger is better. Bigger is
Yeah.
better. It's just like or even just like slapstick. They don't understand the art. Like oh shoot, I'm trying to remember the guy from Faulty Towers, from Monty
John
Python.
Cleese.
Yes, thank you. But John Cleese understood slapstick. John Cleese understood physical comedy.
Yeah, he did.
You bring that physical comedy over to America, and it's just too much. It's too much. Like they don't they feel like
Monty Python's the best example. You nailed it. Like, that's such a big example. Like, you know, you wouldn't be able to do the night, for example, from the sketch. It never working. You have to, as you said, you have to understand where the level of cringe is delivered on that. And it's the same with like Max. When they put Tatum in there, that delivery of like anything like "Welcome to the mosh pit, Shaka Bra" has to be done. That maybe that's where Charlie Covell does come in. Maybe Charlie Covell does understand that, where it's like we need to amplify that level of cringe. But you know, you have to be like really methodical of it.
Yellow Flash Hawkage says Deck 9's cringe is actually cringe, like proper skin crawling cringe. I'm like, yes, absolutely. Because again, it's American. Like Frenchman cringe and European cringe, it's more endearing. But American cringe, they try too hard, dude. Like they try too hard, and it's a little disappointing. This is why I like Stathlet's Flats, because Stathlet's Flat is like. Stath is such a cringy character, but like you feel for him. It's just like it's painful to watch, but it's just like but like you know he's trying, but like you bring Let's Flats over to America and it becomes I don't know, Steve rents apartments, right? and it would just come off as like too much Dwight. Like it would come off more Dwight than anything else, you know?
Yeah, it's a very fun. There's an art to cringe. Then there's like a really good cringe and endearing cringe, and you see some TV shows and they deliver, and it's like it's like that's the one. But then other ones, it can really be horrible when it's delivered. And you're like, oh, and you're like fast forwarding on the replay. You're like, you're like trying to get past it. It's like no, like even that as well. Like from Hovedrust 6457, which is I was eating those beans, and it's like, yeah, Frank's eating like a pig. We're throwing those like beans on the floor.
I was eating those beans. So good.
It happens, man. Like you need those kind of people to like even for example, Shinji Mikami, man, Resident Evil 4. You know, like that bingo line, for example, iconic because he's just it's just that it's cringe, but it's like you go like, oh yeah, that's sick. Like it's like the way they delivered it, fantastic. And even Nick Apostolides did it in the remake. They kept it in because you can't get rid of it. It's just the way it's done.
Yes.
It's that.
Yeah. But yes, so okay, so Little Orphan Eva says in the end of the effing world, the Alyssa character was interesting and she was traumatized at times, abrasive yet somehow sympathetic, but then also goes to say, but as the guys, I'm assuming us, me, I am a fella, have said, very difficult to achieve the character like Chloe, the direction and the acting to be a true test of it. And yeah, that's why I said like Chloe is very, very three-dimensional. And it's not just like, oh, she's bad to the bone. Like, there is pain in that Chloe. There is shielding pain. Whereas Rachel is very abrasive pain. Chloe is very much a sheltered and shield me up kind of pain. It's a different dynamic. And I think Maisie in my old ass is a very my old ass is my old arse, as you would call it. My old arse. Can you imagine if that was in Britain? Like, oh, my old arse came through.
We'd be looking at that and be like, why is there a donkey in the poster? It's like my old ass. That's why.
My old arse. You and your you in colors. But so like Maisie in my old arse is a very much abrasive pain, like very much a Rachel Amber kind of pain. I'm sure she can pull off the Chloe pain, but it is a very much more three-dimensional, more dynamic pain, a much more like leave me alone so you don't look within the walls kind of pain.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how Maisie interprets. I'm sure like the showrunners will be directing, because that's the whole point of a director saying like, hey, I notice you are being much more abrasive, but it needs to be much more sheltered. Can we try that shot again? So we are in the hands of directors of is Dimitri the director or just the writer?
It's just a production company that is running, because it's Charlie Covell that's the showrunner.
Yeah.
Charlie's going to be running the shots and pretty much everything. It wouldn't surprise me.
That's what I mean. So like Charlie Covell has to be like involved here. So there is hands in that to get to that point, but the whole team needs to understand that. Like from that perspective.
I get what she said there as well about Alyssa as well as a character, and that's again where it's like surface level trauma of like how you present a character. Like Chloe Price, like I would say again, like I said on the other podcast, like Freud would have a field day with her, because you go down that psychoanalytic perspective of who she is and what she's like. You know, I even thought like dream sequences in Before Storm were representative, because like Chloe Price is the kind of person that would tell you their dream sequences, and you'd be like, well, I can see where the trauma is laced on this person because the identity is coming through for them. Like she's stuck in that time bracket. She's stuck where she's at, and it would take years for someone to come to where she needs to be as well, like to develop into that person. She's very nuanced. She's very quiet. She's reserved. And then times she's snappy. She's reactionary. Sometimes she's like Rachel Amber. She might even, that could be like a transference thing where you say like, it's Rachel Amber's reaction where she's like lashes out, because it might be that kind of thing that she expects. Other times she's reserved. She's really nuanced. She's like really kind of like civilized. She has like a lot, as you said, she's very three-dimensional. She's very like, you know, layered in terms of the delivery of things. So I think like that's the...
Sorry. I'm just sorry. I shout out Blue Jay when he said Moonlight, and then I just remember the movie post. Like, yes, Moonlight, absolutely. Like that is direction they need to go on. I don't know if you saw Moonlight, but the main character has that Chloe Price. Yeah, absolutely. If we go on that vibe from Moonlight, absolutely. So yeah, good call on that.
It's even, but even Little Orphan Anne says as well. Ashley had such a good insight into Chloe, where she brings a quiet, simmering hurt to go with the outbursts. As Adam said, that's the key to a character. But the thing is, again, that's Ashley Birch in her moment of trauma and grief and sorrow. What happened when she was filming that? And she talked about her former partner dying. And literally, Chloe Price's projection is coming out on her. Like that entire Rachel Amber sequence. It's grief. It's everything else that's coming out on her. She's like such an advocate for mental health now and stuff. But like, think about where she's at in her moment in that life. That's why the projection's so powerful. Like as Emma said, that's like she's doing that little nuanced thing. Maybe that's just real. Yeah. Maybe that's just real, pure grief that's come out in that performance, where you feel the pain, you've projected it, and it's in sync with this character who's telling this kind of story. And it's like, there we go. That's the thing. So it's like, that's where it comes across as a really powerful performance. Same with Macy as well. Do you know what? Macy's actually got an interesting history. I would go and read about it as well. I was reading an interview of a family and her folks and stuff, and like what happened. Very interesting. I think like she's gone through a lot as well. So I think like there's an understanding of a character like that. I think like if you
was her dad a lollipop man?
No, he wasn't. No, unfortunately not a lollipop man. No, but like she's gone through a lot. So I think like there's a lot to kind of be said about someone like Macy Style playing that. But this is where we are. It's the same with like it's the same with the Rihanna DeVries performance, and the Ashley Birch performance is very different. It's the same with this Chloe Price. This is why people are finding it very difficult to assign themselves with this Chloe Price, because you have to accept that this is the Chloe Price version you're getting. It's going to be the Deck 9 version with Rihanna DeVries at the helm of it. And Rihanna got older, but you know, should they have made her a bit more mature? Should they have kind of winded back things? Maybe not. That would be an argument that it's Chloe Price's character, that she's still quite teeny, because again, she is a character like that. Like history and all the other stuff that you would find in that character, it would make you question if she's going to be as mature as someone in their 30s, because it might take them even longer to get to that point. They might be in their 40s when they catch up to their 30s, considering their history and their experiences. So yeah, I think we're where we are. I'm just waiting for Dimitri to drop the trailer, and I'm like, right, let's see what happens next. Like, are we going to be cooking, or are we going to be, running? There's the other one.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, dude. I'm giving Maisie like a shot here. Like, I have zero opinion about what she can do, because a lot of the time when the Batman was announced, it was going to be Robert Pattinson, and people are like, oh, from the Twilight guy. someone suggested me to go watch the movie Good Time. Boo! After I watched Good Time, I was like, okay, Robert Pattinson can be Batman, and did a phenomenal job.
You know what? When you say that, I think that's like a good example because I was actually thinking about that recently as well. Batman and Bruce Wayne are two different characters, aren't they? And you think about the actors that have played them. Like I know some people don't like Christian Bale's Batman, for example, but I think he's an exceptional. I think he's an exceptional Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
I think he's
that's my hot take. That's my hot take about a lot of Batman movies. You either have an actor that's either a very good Batman or a very good Bruce Wayne. Kilmer. Oh, shoot.
Val Kilmer.
What's his first? Thank you. Val Kilmer. Great Batman. Not a great Bruce Wayne.
George Clooney. I would say
George Clooney, great Bruce Wayne.
Not a good Batman, though.
Not a good Batman. In the same way, I think Robert Pattinson was a good Batman. Not necessarily good Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean? It's always... You don't have the two, you know?
And I would argue you could probably do it with Superman as well. Like Henry Cavill was not a good
Batfleck? Hobart? You're on team Batfleck? No, you're wrong. Stop it. Seek help. Go to therapy.
Ben Affleck. Which one do you think he's better at, actually? I think he's
better Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he's better Bruce Wayne. He's not
better Bruce Wayne.
But it's like Superman. Again, two different characters. Clark Kent and Superman are two different ones. Even Henry Cavill's the one where you give it that thing. It's like, which one is he?
I'm actually thinking about it. Like, Affleck was also a decent Batman, too.
I think he does them both well. I think he does them very both well, actually. I think he's afraid.
I think you should
apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Yeah, you know what? That was... I'm thinking about it before I apologize.
No, he's right. He's right. Even if the film isn't good, he is actually a very good Batman. And mate,
Ben Affleck's personality. Film.
Ben Affleck's personality is Bruce Wayne. He's just a good Batman as well.
You know what? Yeah, I think he was just I don't think he was utilized.
Yeah.
With a good movie.
Yeah.
If he was utilized with like the Christian Bale trilogy. Yeah, you know what? I will say, okay, Batfleck, yeah. He was good as both.
It's funny as well, Adam, as well. Think about something. I said it in the last podcast as well, like, you know, Macy Steller's role is more harder to cast with Chloe because I think the extrovert character is a harder role to play than the introvert character with, Tatum Grace Hopkins becoming Max. One of the basic examples I can give you as well, and you'll remember this. Do you remember when Heath Ledger was cast as the Joker? And the amount of like hate that came with that as well. They were like, the guy that was in Brokeback Mountain, opposite Jake Gyllenhaal. That guy, who is he? What performance has he really done that's warranted this? Heath Ledger is the Joker, playing this really extroverted clown who can't do something. And the history books obviously are funny now when you look at it, but that's an example of it where it's like no one saw, like very few people at that time saw Heath Ledger as the Joker, as that character. And it's the same with like Macy Stellar. Until you see Macy Stellar put on the outfit and the way they present Macy Stellar, then it's going to be like interesting because Macy Stellar could be that kind of thing where you're like, oh, I did not see that coming from someone like her. And it's like, and she might be that kind of character where it's like, actually, because again, they put her in a room with Tatum Grace Hopkins. They must have seen something we haven't. They've done the chemistry read. They're looking at it. They know what the character is. It's like, all the expectations are on this.
Yeah.
They're seeing something that we're not.
Yeah, I would say that like I have to see like footage. I have to see the trailer. I think Maisie can do it. I know that Tatum can pull off Max. Like I can, dude. Tatum is Max. Like I'm sorry. Like after watching Meek, I'm sold. I'm sold on Tatum.
Here, man. I miss Emma Myers. What missed opportunity that was. Oh my god. It is what it is. I've accepted it.
What did he say?
What's that? No, I know. No, I know Yellow Flash is a Emma Myers stan with me on that, and I'm like,
yes.
No Emma Myers, no party. We missed the opportunity. It's gone.
Okay, so KJL, the Joker is the Joker extroverted. He isn't in the film. Okay, are you talking about the Christopher? Yeah, are you talking about Dark Knight, or are you talking about Jack Nicholson's Joker? Are you talking about Mark Hamill's Joker? Joaquin Phoenix. I forgot Joaquin Phoenix was the Joker. No, like in the Joker, like in the comics, he is a little bit more extroverted. He's a little bit more out there. Are we talking about? Wait, are we talking about?
Oh, I know where he's going with
Who
this.
was the guy? 30 Seconds to Mars main singer.
Jared
Shoot.
Leto.
Are we talking about Jared
Real, where we just like that. Oh my god, the Suicide Squad. Oh my god.
Leto?
Oh, that was a
Are we
horrible
talking about
Joker.
Jared Leto's Joker? No, Heath Ledger definitely put off much more of a resilient Joker, but yeah, Jack Nicholson is a lot more extroverted. Jared Leto's was a lot more bad. Joaquin Phoenix is your Joker.
I did not like
Okay.
that film. That film could have been
Yeah.
that film could have been called Clown, and it would have been no attached to the Batman series. Like it was literally just he's a great actor, Joaquin Phoenix. He's absolutely unbelievable as an actor. But like that film, that's it.
Oh, okay. If Joaquin Phoenix is your Joker, and then you say that like, oh, is he actually extroverted? Yeah, I do not count I don't count Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, as the Joker. Like it was. It
Is
was
he
a
actually
story
the
about
Joker though, considering the way that musical ended?
I didn't even watch that, dude. That film does not exist in my books, dude. And that's what I mean, dude. Like, and that's what I mean. Like the filmmakers even backtrack, like, oh, he's not actually the Joker. So if you think that like if Joaquin Phoenix is your Joker, that means that like you don't understand that like I'm not trying to say that like oh you're unknowledgeable, but like that wasn't really other Jokers like in the comics or even in Adam West's version of the Joker. You know, the Adam West Jokers were way big.
Cesar Romero. What's his name now?
Yes, Cesar Romero. Yes,
yeah, what a guy.
Yes.
Pure
Yeah.
West people. Pure West. You know Batman if you know Adam West.
Yes.
By the way, as well, I can see the Emma Meyer stands are coming in here. Yellow Flash as well, and also Wizard King Kevin. Look, this is what's going to happen. She's going to pull a Macy Grace Hawkins is going to Macy Grace Hawkins. Tatum Grace Hopkins is going to pull off her mask, and it's going to be Emma Myers. It's going to be the reveal. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be absolute cinema. Emma Myers, like
you know. And before we get into the Emma Myers thing, KJ, I'm not saying you're wrong for liking that movie. I'm just saying that like that's. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying like you're bad for liking him the most. I just think that like that is one version of the Joker versus many versions of the Jokers, right? Oh, and the frat boys are out. Thank God I'm moving soon. I cannot wait. I can't wait to leave here, dude. I hate it here. But yeah, dude. So like going to the Emma Myers thing. I think, yeah, like there could have been a lot of fan picks. And I think Emma Myers could have been a great Max because one, she wanted the role. So she's like, I could play Max. I could. Emma Myers as Tatum Grace as Emma Myers. Emma Myers as Tatum Grace as Max Caulfield, who is actually Sophie shape shifting.
There you go. 10 out of 10 from IGN.
Yeah, I do think Emma Myers could have been a great one. There were some fan picks for Chloe that we were going through that list, and I'm like, yeah, like there's a lot of these could be a great Chloe, but the fact that the fact that casting costs, like your rate as an actor, right? They can go out of budget for what the movie is. It could be like what Adnan pointed out, where like Emma's agent could be like, no, you're not going in this direction.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that agents are the their say of just like, oh, I'm your boss, I own you kind of stuff. Because the actor hires the agent. The agent is merely the advisor and more of like the LinkedIn for actors. And so the agent will advise you do not want to go in this direction, and they will explain why. So,
Mate, she is in the Angry Birds movie 3. It's bigger than Life is Strange. Like we have to move away from the Life is Strange optics. She's moving her career in a different path. She could be the next to Hollywood.
Even bigger in Minecraft. You love Minecraft.
Screw that guy. Screw Steve. Like we're not bringing Steve Gate back in from 2025. No, but like it's true though. Like the Minecraft film, the Angry Birds. Her career's going in a different trajectory. Why would she take a step back at this point? If I was her agent, I'm like, what are you doing? It's like we're literally moving you into the Hollywood limelight, and you're going to move there as well. And you're playing you're playing Max of Pip. What's the point at this point? Like, we don't need that. Like, you've got Pip, you've got Enid, you got two really different characters. This was a missed opportunity for them. Like, it could have put MMIs on the map 10 years ago. Like, had we got to that point, we were making the TV show. I mean, she was 13 at that point.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah,
wrong place, wrong time. Yeah, if this went into production earlier, like you said, I feel like we could have gotten MMIers. But yeah, it was just wrong place, wrong time. And it's one of those things like Uncharted, where Marky Mark just like aged out of being Nathan Drake and had to be Sully because it was such in production hell. He got so old that he couldn't play Nathan Drake anymore.
I'm just actually looking up as well. Emma Myers, she's very much got Adam lore as well. Myers grew up in a Christian household, but did not actively follow the religion until later on when she, quote unquote, found God during a really challenging time in her life. I know a pastor we can recommend her. Get him out of retirement, guys. Dimitri M. Johnson, open the checkbook. Get Emma Myers on production and we'll get a pastor.
Undertaker, like, it's me. I'm back. Yeah, no, it is a shame, but it is about timing too. And I think that I think Tatum is an excellent choice, not even just like a second choice, but I think Emma, not just Emma, but Tatum Grace is an excellent choice to play Max Caulfield.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Meek yet, they're massive trigger warning for sexual harassment, sexual abuse in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So massive trigger warning on that. But I will say, after watching Meek, I'm like, yeah, this is Max. Absolutely, this is Max. So, yeah, it does suck about Emma Myers, but I have full faith.
Oh, she's a Fall Out Boy fan. Where have we messed this up, man? Come on, man. Like,
Emma Myers is a Fall Out Boy fan?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, she's a Paramore fan. I'm like, it's like the most complete person ever. I'm like, we're so one step closer to having the most perfect casting here. And it's like, it is what it is, though. Unfortunately, we got to the position that we did with that. So,
do you think that Max Caulfield would be a Paramore fan?
Oh, no.
Chloe will. Chloe absolutely is a Paramore fan, 100%. But I don't think.
I think Max Caulfield is a Hayley Williams fan in her current era of solo artist run.
Okay, yeah, I can get behind that. I
don't see her as a Paramore fan, but I see her as a Hayley Williams enthusiast in her current incarnation. But I think Chloe Price is pure Paramore, and I mean old school Paramore, the good albums, classics.
Yes.
I'm offend people.
I think if we're talking about that
now, is Dave Madsen a Paramore fan? I think that's the big one. He could be a closet Paramore fan, I think, personally speaking.
I'm just imagining David Madsen putting on headphones like Hank Hill, like, what is this devil music? And just like taking off.
I don't know about that. I think his mustache would be twirling when he's listening to Misery Business. I think he's kind of that kind of person. By the way, chat, if we've got any Paramore fans, tell me what the best Paramore song and why is it called When It Rains. Please let me know. That's one of the best Paramore songs. Oh my God. That's why I love Paramore as well. That was Hayley Williams on the keyboard and everything. It's just like, she's really talented as a keyboardist. The second best keyboardist I know.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Max would be at Warped Tour. I don't think Max would be at Warped Tour. Chloe would, but Max is definitely not a Warped Tour scene.
Mate,
I miss Warped Tour, by the way.
With Warped Tour music, why the hell is Hannah Towne not playing music in these games, man? Why have you missed out the biggest opportunity? Give her the freaking guitar, get her a mocap, and just do that sequence. Like, it's so easy. Like, we missed so. Why am I not the creative on this? Why am I not a creator on this game? Like, I could easily hit so many bars of just be like, this is like vibe.
Yeah,
that's it. Nostalgia.
Yes. Okay, but who's your pick for Jefferson? Yellow Flash says. We've said this a couple episodes.
Hugh Dancy, all day long.
Can we get a picture of Hugh Dancy?
Yeah,
please?
I'm pulling it. This is the most perfect freaking casting you'll ever see. He literally looks like Jefferson, and especially from the Hannibal TV show.
Acting roles. Yeah, absolutely has the acting roles for doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think
Hugh
that's good.
Dancy as Jefferson because he has that comforting look, but can definitely like turn the dial
This
from
photo, man. Oh my god, he literally looks like stick some glasses on him. There glasses.
yes. He's
Jefferson.
a photographer, comforting intellectual that you feel like you can trust, but then can just turn the dial to just psychopath in a minute. So,
Absolutely.
100% Hugh Dancy is our pick.
For me,
Like
that's the one.
it is the official StrangeCast pick
Yeah.
for Jefferson.
Mate, it's crazy.
Hugh
Like
Dancy.
literally, like he fits it so freaking well. And in this performance as well, especially at Hannibal when he's playing Will Graham, I just see it when he says, like, for example, if you see it as well and you compare it when he says, "This is my design." Oh my god, it's so Jefferson. It's so
Mhm.
Jefferson coded the way that he delivers it. It's like unbelievable. That's for me the main pick. Like you have to go with someone like that. He's just so much easier. Um,
And to answer Blue Jay the Ninja, Moonlight would definitely fit Lost Records. I think it would fit Lost Records more than Life is Strange, 100%.
See, that's an easy game to make to a TV show with Lost Records
Oh, Lost Records, yeah. That would sell, dude. That would
in
talking
this
about like
climate.
yeah, format, Lost Records, boom, like
Yeah.
that would sell numbers, dude. Um it sucks that like talking a little bit about Lost Records, man. It does suck that like Lost Records isn't talked about
No,
enough. Hugh Dancy, he did amazing as Will Graham. Yeah,
knows it.
100%. Yeah, he knows it. But yeah, it does suck that Lost Records is not talked about enough, and I think it just came out. And we said this like leading
Yeah.
up to Lost Records, we were looking at the game schedule of March and April, and we're like, this is gonna get buried, dude. And it did. It absolutely did. It got buried in this. Like now we were the show that like reminded all of you guys, like play Lost Records, come on.
Mm.
But our voices only go so far and Donut's voice only goes so far as well. You know what I mean? It's not like they're Donut of 2015. This is Donut in 2025. This is 10 years later. Like they don't
Yeah.
have the same voice as they did. In the same way, Ubisoft doesn't really have the voice that it once did. Ubisoft in 2015, you say anything that was coming out from Ubisoft in 2015, 2016, use like, oh yeah, we're making a new game. But I'll buy it.
It was
I'll buy
turning
it. I
poop
don't
into
care.
a gold, wasn't it?
It
Everything they
really
touched was
was, dude.
gold.
Like Watch Dogs 2. Like, yeah, it was like a disaster, but like people sort of like, yeah, but it's a Ubisoft game.
Yeah.
Now, in a similar stance to Don't Nod, you don't really have that same voice anymore. So it is a shame that like Lost Records doesn't get talked enough, but it really is like we are in a stage of gaming that I've said it. I said it in this live stream that we've lost the will for experimentation. And I think people have. I do think people have lost the taste for experimentation. Someone made a really good point about sequels, and they brought up like, what would you rather see, like a movie about like something like Lost Records or Toy Story 5? Like, what is the general public gonna go see? And it's like, well, we already know what we're gonna get with Toy Story 5, so we're gonna go for Toy Story 5. Um, because time is such a valuable thing nowadays,
Yes.
you know. Um, Little Orphan Emma says if their Netflix game hits big, hopefully it gets people to check out their back catalog. Yeah, absolutely. It's like Lost Records.
Yeah.
I think that can happen in the same way that Night School Studio. When they got to Oxenfree, that hit, but then they started to get Netflix deals and they started to pick up a little bit. I think Oxenfree was like a cult classic, and I think Lost Records or Lost Records 2. I think Oxenfree 2, I don't know how well it's sold, actually, now I think about it. But yeah, no, I do think that like if the Netflix game does pick up really hard, um, I think it can waver into Lost Records, but I don't think it's like a guarantee. I think people would just like the one game and they won't really venture in.
Mm.
I think we'll see a small ripple effect going to the Lost Records for sure.
Yeah. I think it's just I think with like Lost Records, like they didn't get nominated for any BAFTAs. BAFTA nominations were revealed this year. No, not nominations, so not even for Games Beyond Entertainment. I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
what does a man have to do to kind of get a nomination here? Michelle Coe is just getting snubbed for like awards left, right, and center. Again, it's just the market's so big. There's so many games being made, and it's just like people what
Javier Derriere still is not getting a BAFTA this year either.
he ain't getting one.
Has
No.
not one BAFTA in his career, dude. That's wild to me.
He's going through his Martin Scorsese phase of getting no nomination awards, isn't he? until it happens. It'll be for the role that it shouldn't be like for. But like, yeah, it's just it's a weird time. It's a weird thing for consumer. Like, I just think it's so weird when you look at what is being produced. Like even the Netflix thing, that might have a knock-on effect where Don't Know gets a bit more like stimulation in terms of like, back on the map with things. Like people aren't talking about their games now because things have moved on of it. They look at Deck 9. Deck 9's entire identity was around Life is Strange. You don't build your identity around one product. You can't do that. How many times has history shown it? Look at the BlackBerry and Nokia. Do you remember those guys? Those products of people like, come on, man. You have to continue to evolve and change and do things. Coke can be Coke because it's allowed to be Coke. Everything else has to constantly change.
Well, here's going off that topic. Dr. Blue talking about evolving and changing.
You think he's like a Reservoir Dogs character?
Man, so blue. Ba-do-be-da-da-bop. Say the Life is Strange TV show does well and Amazon wants a season 2. I'm pretty sure they will. I'm pretty sure they're going to want a season 2. How do you think they'll go about doing it? Will they adapt any of the other games or invent a new story with Max and Chloe? My bets, personally, invent a new story with Max and Chloe. I think they're going to. TV shows don't really do too well. Okay, well, let me say this. How did all the Life is Strange fans react when Life is Strange 2 came out and we did not get Max and Chloe? It was so divided because we were so invested in Max and Chloe. Like, what? Like, I don't think it gave Sean and Daniel a chance, including myself. Like, when Life is Strange 2 came out, one, I related so much to Captain Spirit's story. Right, like I relate so much, and then like I didn't even get that. I barely got that kind of story. But that's what I mean, though. I think that Amazon is going to be banking on the idea of Max and Chloe, and you want people invested in Max and Chloe. That if anything, I think they're going to go on the picking Chloe routes, and then when they get in the truck and drive off, season 2 will pick up where they drive in that pickup truck. I think they're going to give a canonical ending to that. That is
Dimitri's at home. Dimitri's at home. He's one of the 90 people watching. He's like this, like in his book. He's like yes. He's like
I can do whatever the hell I want.
Oh God, because like the thing is, like even when you said that, I won't really because people aren't watching it. This is why, for example, Final Fantasy VII purists are very much against the remake, for example, because the way that they do the ending of that, it's a little thing that happens in there, and you're like, oh dear, it's like you've now distorted a potential little moment that happens. It's a big moment in Final Fantasy VII's lore, and I think like. Ultimately, yeah, what you said there is an option, which is like that's probably like it, but you'd have to make that option like we're going down that canon route, and that's why Don't Nod's made this really interesting product because Life is Strange is such a big game because you basically start the game with agency, and then Don't Nod gives you the ultimate agency to decide the ending. There's not many games that do that because that's why it's like even the developers are like, well, whatever the ending is what you've chosen. Like we don't have a definitive de facto ending. We gave you that agency to make the choice. So it's like with them, like God only knows what they're doing. I think, like for example, they'd probably be better off doing a bit of a prequel or something, like going down that route of like potentially taking it back and then having like Chloe at Blackwell earlier, i.e., before the Storm style, or for example, even going down the. I think Emma Vicelli's scrap story that they didn't really use for the comics was so they just missed an opportunity with that. And like she talked about in the interview that I did, it's like, she talked about like exploring ideas with the Vortex Club and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's sick. That imagine that you just do a POV of like Life is Strange, like play a character in that universe, and it's about the rise of the Vortex Club. You can even bring Rachel Amber and stuff into that if you wanted to at that point in the story. Yeah, I think like to be honest, I think that's where they could do it, where they deviate from that. But like in itself, that would be triggering for the entire fan base if they did that. Where it's like they set that little like thing up, and it's like this is where we're ending it. It's like, oh my god. I think what will happen is that they do your ending, but it'll be Max comes in from double exposure and she fuses the timelines together. So it's like she just comes out of nowhere, and it's just like, yeah, cool. We're just gonna do that.
Real quick, I want a quick like vibe check here in the chat. Like there's 16 people watching, so you're the ride or
15
die
now.
crew right here. 15. Basically you're the ride or die crew right here. And I want a little vibe check here. Do you want more frequent live streams with me and Adnan, or even like if one of us just like it's either me or Adnan? Do you want more frequent live streams? Like what's the vibe check here? Do you like these? Say it in the chat.
Imagine if no. Well, that
No.
hurts my feelings.
Get the hell out of our house. We're all here just because we don't want you to feel bad.
Oh my god, imagine that.
We'll get the vibe check here. Because if it's that so, like maybe we can work something out to entertain
a Friday
you
night
folks.
catch up. We can be on our boats on a Friday night. We can get into the Max and Chloe boat on a Friday. And just someone needs to Photoshop that, man. Your head on Max and Chloe in that boat and reunion. That would be the one. Yeah, it's
KJL loves steams. We have an idea that KJL does like steams.
You like steams.
That is true. I do like steamed hams as well.
And Yellow Flash likes streams.
No, I despise you both.
Sounds about right. If that wasn't the reaction, then the vibe check has failed at that point. You have to dislike someone. Chat, who do you like most out of me and Adam? That's the big question. There's only one answer.
You always want to know. It's always going to be me.
Always me. That's why everyone loves me. Like I'm like Jim Sterling in that persona. It's like Fingy.
Yeah.
A little off now. Hanging with you guys has been so much fun. Thank you. Appreciate having you here as well.
Yeah,
try and bring a bit of
I don't want to promise you guys like anything soon because both Adnan and I have busy schedules. So I'm not trying to say like, yeah, we're gonna start. KJL says Abby.
Yeah, where's she gone? Like, where's she gone? One of you should be like messaging me, like, where's she? Jesus Christ, man! Like, that girl, if 10 years ago she failed to have a Netflix TV show, I don't know how Life is Strange has got one. Literally, you just need if you stuck a GoPro to her head, you'd get the most incredible footage. Like it'd be like a little 4-foot thing just running around getting footage, and it'd be like that's that. By the way,
Abby's tall, right?
No, she's like 4 foot something. She's like midget.
No, is she? Is she?
Yeah, she's like so tiny. Yeah, she's really tiny. I send her I always make jokes with her as well. She's like really small.
I didn't realize that. Huh?
She got really. So she actually made a TikTok. I said that she was like a tomboy, and she's like really like.
Yeah, tomboy isn't really used anymore. Like it's not really a term we use anymore.
But she really like took it where she's like, I'm not a tomboy. I was like, I don't know, Abby. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, you do show signs of tomboy. I'm like, but she's girly though. So I get where she's really good, but she is a little bit like that. I'm like, come on, Abby. Like, you're in that Avril Lavigne era of like 2003. You just need to put a coat on, walking down, and you're singing A Damn Cold Night, and it's like,
Little Orphan Emma. The name of my favorite starts with AD.
Checkmate.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not trying to say like we will start doing live streams more frequently.
Actually, if you look at those 3 dots afterwards, NAN. Checkmate.
Fine, you're the favorite one. I'm just saying, like, if you do like these streams, we can probably do them like at least monthly. Least monthly.
We could try and aim for a Friday as well, because I know Abby's usually free as well. We can try and grab her if she's free, or even Bakasha Money in the Bank cash. It's like, that man's busy. He's in GDC at the minute, walking around with his little owl pin on from Double Exposure. That's where he's at right now.
Yes. Yeah, dude. So yeah, I do like doing these live streams a lot, and my contract for this year for me, for just to give you a little insight, I actually took a little bit less hours at my full-time job because contracts for indie music and indie sound design and short films are going to be coming pretty soon. So I'm like, ooh, I am going to be a busy boy. So we shall see. I do like doing these streams a lot. I just want to get the vibe check real quick. If you guys are like, really into these streams, press 1 in the chat. Press 1 in the chat if you're really into these. So
See, I've never been a stream kind of guy. I don't have the personality for it. I'm just very like me. I'm just like
once again, my boy Matty, like he same thing. Like he's not really streaming. He started a stream pretty recently in this kind of format where he's just like talking for a couple hours. He's digging it, like just like this, no pressure, just kind of like talking about news. And KJ also spamming the chat with the ones. But yeah, MTT19 puts in a great thing. By the way, if you're here, I know we're about to like end fairly soon, but if you can hit that like button so that we can get like a little bit more of a pop, that'd be great. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe, but MTT19 says, do you think there's going to be a red herring?
yes.
In yeah, there's absolutely. You cannot have a Life is Strange game without a red herring.
I think there'll be two, to be honest. I think Safi will be one, and I think Diamond's going to be the other. I think they're the ones that are really kind of like in the place for things. Like, I do think Safi's going to have her Indiana Jones Kingdom the Crystal Skulls moment. Jonesy, I'm a double triple agent kind of vibe. I think Diamond is going to. It's so funny that I'm like, oh god, I'm like Spielberg. That's when Spielberg started to go off the rockers. I'm like that one. And I think Diamond will be the other one. They're going to be that. They're going to be the Stu and Billy of Life is Strange in this game. It's going to be purely Scream vibes at this point. I do think there's going to be red herring characters. This is where they can play into things, and thankfully as well. And it goes back to Adam's point. Square Enix has not ruined the marketing of this game so far. It's like we don't actually know who has set this building on fire, which is some achievement as well that they haven't advertised that.
Ooh. So you brought up Square Enix. I have a good kind of not closing necessarily, but like one of like the last hours we can talk about. There's a news piece that came out that a lot of people in the comments were like saying like, oh, Square Enix, they're against unions, blah blah blah. There's a news story that came out that I'm like, I'm not trying to say that Square is against unions, but I'm like 10% like, ooh, maybe Japan doesn't like unions really. Maybe Square doesn't. Did you hear about the Capcom Mega Man situation?
No.
Okay, so if you want to look this up, the voice actor for Mega Man dropped out because Capcom wanted this person to drop their union rules that they can use the voice to train an AI so they can use the AI in future roles. When this actor said no, Capcom literally released a statement saying a no working with SAG-AFTRA rule. Like they literally put out, we are not working with unions at all because they will not go against union rules. And I'm like, ooh, this is not Square Enix. This is Capcom, but this is still a Japanese company. And I'm like, I have not seen something so blatant to say like, nah, we hate unions. It's just like, do not work with unions because they won't let us use them for AI. That's so wild, dude.
That's interesting.
So I'm not trying to say like, oh yeah, Square hates SAG-AFTRA, but I'm like, okay, maybe 10% more on the side of maybe
I imagine that like with big corporations, they don't like unions because of like certain reasons. They will work with them for whatever reasons.
Sure, but this is like so blatant in your face, like, oh, screw you.
Well, this is Capcom though, isn't it? Like Sega's pretty similar with this as well, with like a Dragon series where they replaced the voice actor for Kiryu and they put Yonggi in instead for like the English dub. Like it wasn't union related, but they are very ruthless as well sometimes with Japan with like changing things around. Like not much is sacred there. They're willing to they're willing to change stuff, but like, it's just it's a weird one like with unions. Where's the this Simpsons Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns. Are you looking up memes live?
It's Monty Burns. It's Mr. Burns. Look, that's it. That's the union debate. That is iconic, that sequence. You know that from Simpsons, if you know it.
Yeah. And that's what I mean, dude. It's like I've never seen something so blatantly against unions because, like, most of the time, like they just try to hide it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like that Barbie, like that scene with Barbie, where it's like, oh, I thought this is part of the patriarchy. It's like, yeah, I mean, like, yes, but we hide it a little better. You know, like that scene from Barbie. It's kind of like this, like, yeah, we hate unions, but we don't really say that out loud. So this Capcom said it out loud. They said they said the quiet part out loud.
To be honest,
I
though,
saw that happen.
Capcom are in a bit of strengthened position, though, aren't they? Because of the rebrand and all the other stuff that's gone well for them recently. They're in a lot better of a
And
position where
Capcom has had banger games so
they're eating
far.
good.
Again, Resident Evil. Yeah,
They're
Resident
eating good.
Evil. We had Monster. No, Monster Hunter. That's not Capcom, is it? Is it Capcom? I'm stupid.
Yeah, it's Capcom.
Uh,
Monster Hunter is Capcom.
okay. Yeah, they put out like really, really banger games. So,
And we haven't even seen Devil May
uh,
Cry yet either. We've seen the other stuff get remade and
yeah.
stuff, but we haven't seen that one yet. So I think they're in a
Mhm.
I think they're in a little bit of quote unquote banger period of games and stuff, and they got the formula right. They're doing what Square Enix should be doing, which is tapping into IPs, remaking stuff, remastering it, building for a future template, even with the life. Yep, there is last exit to Springfield from MTT19.
MTT.
What
I
an
already saw you
episode!
put March gets the job. You can't delete that and get the good answer.
He
No,
has
you
now.
don't get the
What an episode!
points.
That episode. Homer, Lisa needs dental plan. Dental plan.
I will
And
pick up Resident Evil 9 sometime in the future. There's just
yeah,
so many
same.
games that we are going over. Like again, mixtape is coming out in April, I think, isn't it?
May, I think it
Yeah.
is.
Wait,
Aphelion
May.
was
Yeah.
April.
Yeah, so yeah, like that's the thing. Life is Strange is coming out in a couple weeks. We have Aphelion that's coming out next month, and then we have mixtape. So I'm not saying like I won't have any time. Uh but like Resident Evil 9, I will be playing. It's just like I don't know when. Maybe closer to fall when it's like a lot spookier.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what I've been hearing about Resident Evil 9, oh my god, so good, dude. So
Yeah.
um can't wait to play that. Um yeah, no. So like yeah, I just wanted to bring up that Capcom news too. I didn't know if you knew it, but like yeah, dude, it's whew. Um and let's not forget droopy voiced man, all opposed, nay.
Nay.
Almost.
It's like, who was that?
Nay.
It was him, guys. Get him.
It was him.
May is great. That show is so iconic. I can just remember.
Yeah.
I can like remember all those references, and it's so great. That's when that is longevity, sticking with something from like an iconic TV show with all those
Yeah.
references, man. God damn it, man. There's
Yeah.
Hey Giles, well, leasing his braces. Dental
Yes.
plan. My favorite part is that when Homer's like, "Where's my burrito? Where's my burrito?" And then when he goes
Yeah.
on the TV show as well, and he's
Oh,
like,
Dr. Blue. Dr. Blue. Are you gonna buy a Phelion and release or wait if you have not been watching enough, have you? You have not been watching enough.
Adam wants it
I
in
am
his grubby little hands. That's what he wants. He wants a
I
Phelion.
am rock hard for a Phelion. I'm just gonna put that lightly. I am so excited for a Phelion, like extremely. So yeah, I will be buying it. I will be getting a Phelion day one. I'm telling you that right now. I am going to be calling in sick to work to play a Phelion. I'm so excited for a Phelion, dude. Pragmata. Yeah, so Yellow Flash has put in this year is so stacked up when it comes to games. And I'm like, yeah, 2026 is going to be that banger year for video games. Like 2025 had a good early start. That being with like Claire Obscure, Blueprints, what's the one that Olivier did South of Midnight. That was really good. The Lost Records. The first half of 2025 was great, and then the back half of 25 was like it was all right. I do think KGL, yes, that is how I feel about Aphelion. But like I think 2026 is going to be a great year. One being if it doesn't get delayed, this is the year of GTA 6. I do think that GTA 6 will be delayed again. I have a feeling it will be. But yeah, 2026 is looking at like a banger year, dude. What are you looking at? Yeah, what are you looking at?
May.
Yeah, you look like you were looking up something.
like on my life that one. No,
Yeah.
2026. Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to Final Fantasy
Pragmata.
7 Remake
Yeah.
Part 3. That's what I want. I want that in my
Did
grubby
they
hands,
announce it
Square
for
Enix.
2026?
No, they've teased that it's getting there. I think
That's
it's
what
gonna
I
get.
mean.
It's
Like
gonna be
they say
announced.
that like they say what was the wording behind it? They said like you're gonna see more of this game than ever before in 2026.
It'll come out in
I
2027. I think it's an anniversary as well.
yeah,
Final Fantasy in 2027. There's some anniversary in there. By the way, if you want to feel old,
yeah.
guys, as well in chat as well, do you know Apple turns 50 this year?
Really?
Yeah. How old do you
50?
feel 50 years
50?
old?
Apple? Wait, no. Really?
When was Apple made?
I mean, then it would be like 76, right? Was it in 76? 1976? That's crazy. Yeah. Saying Blue Jay, y'all read my comments. What was your comments? Going back up here. You think Moonlight will be I said that yeah, that would fit into Lost Records. I hope they made Moonlight's I don't know which comment are you talking about? Are you talking about Moonlight is my favorite? I wish Life is Strange also had a black main playable character protagonist. I agree with you. If Don't Nod was making it. If Don't Nod was making it. I trust Michelle Coe to handle I trust Michelle Coe to handle that diversity much more cleanly because of Life is Strange 2. He understood what was going on in America and especially after Hispanic Americans going through this. So I trust him way more than any other country could. The one where I list the Life is Strange like TV shows. What are you talking about? And are you talking about like in a comment of the show? I'm like looking for your comment like through like this thing. Like what have I not commented on? Have I not treated you like my favorite Blue Jay? have I not treated you like my son, Blue Jay, the
MTT19
ninja?
Airport as well. Can't wait for Final Fantasy Remake Part 3. I got to meet Britt Barron, Brianna White, and John Eric Bentley. All really nice people, especially John, who hugged every fan. Mate, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Britt Barron is teeth. Oh my god, she is so good, and even Brianna White, and even John. That game, if you have not played Final Fantasy VII Remake, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's so, and even Rebirth as well. Oh my god, there's some absolute unbelievable moments in Rebirth. Sephiroth is one of the greatest villains I've ever seen. He's just so cool, man.
Yeah.
That's the Japanese art, man. Give a man long silver hair and a katana, and it's gonna be great. You know, look at Virgil, katana, great. Give Max Caulfield a katana blade. We're gonna be cooking in this game. Like that's what we need. Give Chloe a katana. People would have been like avoided by that thing. It's like, why is Rihanna DeVries playing? No katana. Got that thing played.
Yeah. They even autographed my steelbook of Final Fantasy. Yeah, dude. Like they're all great, dude. Brianna White especially seems like a great human being, dude.
If you leave your window open at night, just let us know where you live about me in the States. Me and Adam will come and pay a visit for that.
Oh, interesting. KJL Kevin says, Blue Jay, I think that comment was auto blocked.
Ooh.
Weird. What did you comment, Blue Jay? you little gutter mouth. Here's a Life Strange. Sounding like a TV show. David Makes Man. Here's Life is Strange. David Makes Man. I've actually never heard of that one. David Makes Man. I recognize that. David Makes Man. I know Nathaniel Logan. I know that actor. Daniel Makes Man. Oh, it's a TV series. Where do you watch it on? Is it on YouTube then? Watch now. It looks like it's on YouTube? Amazon. Where am I supposed to watch this? David Makes Man. Where am I supposed to watch that? Wait, Monokakushu. Wait, I thought they said that Pragmata was coming out in April of this year. Yeah, it is coming out in April. That's what we're all excited for. So Pragmata is looking dope, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna pick that one up in day one. I might pick it up when it's on sale, but it looks dope as hell, dude. Have you seen Pragmata?
No.
Oh, dude, it looks so dope, dude. It looks so tight. It looks like a Kojima game, right? It looks like a Kojima style that was made with like Near Automata. Near
Ooh.
Automata. I can do this. Near
Yeah.
Automata. Onomatopoeia. But yeah, like you should have to look up Pragmata. That looks tight, dude.
I'll have to check it out. Thank you for all joining us. I think we're going to wrap up here because it's been
I
quite
think so
a
too.
while,
Yeah.
and it's just going to be it's just never ending for me. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining us and everything else. It's been fun, and yeah, it's been a pleasure. We'll try and do some more of these possibly, depending where things go. It's a busy month
Yeah.
with what's happening and whatnot. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's been something. There's a bit of a disappointment of like how little gameplay we got shown. Like, at the same time, like they're giving you the bare minimum. We're getting only bits of like content here, and then we're not going to get tons of stuff.
Yes.
Look.
Oh, Blue Jay says the other word starts with the S, so I'm assuming you mean like yeah. So maybe. Yeah, probably. YouTube is very sensitive nowadays. Like it's not like it's more sensitive than it was 5 years ago, even. I'm not trying to say like, yo, they're trying to censor us, brother. It's just like it's
No,
very sensitive because they are losing sponsorships on YouTube. So they are just trying to make it so shareholder friendly that like they're really, really uptight on it. But yeah, I think like you said, we'll wrap up here.
yeah, thank you for joining us, and thank you for the kind comments as well. Same with Little Hoff and Emma, Yellow Flash, Wizard King, MTT19, Blue Jay Samurai, Dr. Blue, everyone who's joined, thank you so much for being here. It's been really nice. Dr. Blue's put there, really surprised at how little the game is being promoted. No announcements on music yet. The music's being done by Tessa Rose Jackson, Feel for Music. They're doing the music together as well. Obviously, a lot of licensed tracks as well. And I think one of the interviews that was recently posted as well, it kind of hints at teasers coming and stuff now, but there's not much else they can do. They ain't taking Tessa Rose Jackson to do Freddie Mercury's piano again. That ship has sailed at this point, unfortunately, and Tessa's on tour anyway at the minute. So, I think it's just I think she'll probably react a bit more once it's been revealed. It feels quite cryptic. Even Feel for Music being very cryptic about it. They've posted the song that was in the trailer from Tessa Rose Jackson, like saying that they were going to make it, but it's been very, very cryptic at the moment. Yeah, it's just a bit of a thingy. It's a bit of a shame, like what's happened there. I love Tessa Rose Jackson. She's great. It's like God. What musician. Yeah. But the music has pretty much there. We'll get the nostalgia tracks. I think there's an article where one of the previews said that Spanish Sahara is one of the songs. I'm like, I told you.
Ooh.
It's going to happen.
Yeah,
they'll bring obstacles back, and they'll do like a couple of extra ones here and there. It's going to be as I said, it's a full nostalgia trip. We're on the boat. We're all on the boat. That little boat that we're on, Max and Chloe's boat. So hopefully it doesn't sink.
Yes.
That's the main thing. But yeah, it's a shame because like again, like the marketing's so scarce. Like I said this as well. Like there's one press release that's been released for Life is Strange Reunion compared to about 10 to 11 or something for Double Exposure. The marketing campaign was over 1,000 days for Double Exposure. It's from June to October when it was released in 2024. This game was announced in January and it had already been leaked as well before it got announced. Same with Double Exposure got leaked, didn't it? It's mad.
That press release you're talking about got leaked before the trailer could drop. Yeah.
Oh no, the rating, the Peggy rating. Yeah, it's just
no. Remember you got that Chloe photo? So you got that Chloe photo.
Oh, the Xbox.
And me and Packer were just like, where did it get this picture? Like, what the heck?
Yeah, it was the Xbox Y. It was the Andrew James article that he wrote for it. They've posted it beforehand. I was hoping as well. Packer sent me. He's like, where'd you get? He's like, is this fake? I was like, does it look like it's fake, man? He's like, where does that come from? I was like, yeah. I was like, here we go. But yeah, mate. Honestly, everything just gets like leaked nowadays. It's just can't have for some reason.
Yeah,
it's just something else. Ooh, late edition there.
To talk to Zenit, will you be doing another live stream? I wouldn't promise that because if you can't see, I am in the process of moving to a new place, starting a new job schedule. Yeah, so that's gonna be a hard maybe. I would like to. I would definitely like to. it's just a very hard maybe. And Adnan is also pretty busy with his schedule as well. So there's a lot of like moving parts. In fact, KJL has offered. I forgot to tell you this, Adnan. KJL has offered to like help a little bit with the 5-year stream. So
Why you wanted this? Like, yeah, thank you for just revealing this on the stream.
yeah, I'm just saying. But like he offered a little bit of help with like the 5-year celebration. I was like, when it comes to the 5-year, which is in 5 days, I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't
When
know.
did we announce the stream? I don't know. I would have not turned up to the stream and be like, hang on a minute, what's going on here?
Not a stream, but like the episode where we celebrate 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Like I am just like, well, in the process of moving in the 5 years, I am moving again. In fact, when we first started this show, you had reached out to me when I was in the process of moving to North Dakota. And I was like, I don't know if I'll have time to do another podcast because I'm moving to another state. I'm moving to another time zone, buddy. So
Bro
I didn't know if I could do this.
He sealed his fate that day. He picked up his phone. If he did not pick it up, the butterfly effect would have gone in a different direction at that point. But yeah, I'm not too sure what's happening there. Just got a couple of things here as well. Where are we looking at now? That Monokusha. Monokusha has put. I just realized the stream was delayed for me. I was 10 minutes behind. Yes, welcome to the stream as it's caught up. Dr. Blue's put. The downside reusing songs, it means less new tracks to enjoy, which is a shame. The score in Double Exposure is very good. I think Luciano Rossi, Tess Rose Jackson, and Feel for Music did a very good score on that. I think it's underrated when you listen to some of the original music in that. Casting choice, Alison Janney as Joyce.
Do you know who Alison Janney is?
It sounds familiar.
It's not a terrible choice.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not a terrible choice. It's not awful. I think she's a little old now. To be playing because right now she is 66. I think if we were talking like even just 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. I think maybe, but Alison Janney now, I don't think so.
No, she's not serving Belgian waffles at that age. No, it's not happening in this one.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking at here. Zenit AG, what are your theories on the ending? Do you think Deck 9 will play it safe, or they will eventually make major stuff for once? I want to see that you're alive now.
Safe. They are going to play it so safe, dude. Like I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be multiple endings. It is going to be here's how you end it. You want to replay the game? Maybe miss some like collectibles that you missed out. I think it's gonna be safe as hell, dude.
It's got to be that.
It's gonna be hell.
Look, like it for me, it made zero freaking sense to make the ending like sacrifice Max or Chloe. What would you achieve from that? You'd piss off people even more. It'd be like, are we actually going to end this like Game of Thrones at this point, or can we actually salvage something and make it decent? Even people when they were like, think about even that original that second wave of trilogy films that George Lucas did. Everyone like was like disappointed with Phantom Menace after a little bit. Attack of the Clones was a disappointment, but he ended on a strong note with Revenge of the Sith. We need a Revenge of the Sith moment, man. Come on, give me something, Deck 9. I just don't think they're going to make it any high risk. You basically got a very condensed story. The story endings can't be like Adam said with like Life is Strange 2. That's too diverse. The game was written in a different kind of way and process. So just play it safe.
And in only a year or so.
Just get Max and Chloe in the car driving back to Arcadia Bay in a distant shot where you don't have to build too many assets and just go from there and then roll the credits. That's it. I swear to God, if someone puts at the end of the credits, Max and Chloe will return, I'm going to jump through the screen and I'm going to grab that person. And oh my, like no end credit sequence, no nothing. Please just end it there. Even put a nice message saying, thank you for playing Life is Strange fans or something. And just be like, that's it. That's all we need. Keep it on that note.
Yeah.
Just quickly wrap up as well. As I said, I've only seen that you are live now. Apologies about that. And then also put, I don't get why they're extremely subtle about the soundtrack. There's literally no marketing and not even one release track yet. Back in D, it was much more present. Well, they had a marketing team there. Everyone's gone. Izzy's gone. I literally think Lucy James and Andrew James are there at at Square Enix at the minute. Like they've annihilated their entire marketing team. Hannah's not done any of this press coverage that they did last time.
Not just the marketing team, but like they've just eliminated team.
Everyone. I've even put this on Twitter and on Blue Sky, like as a journalist and doing like coverage and stuff. The fact that they're doing interviews with the Life is Strange team or the Deck 9 developers, there's no name to it. I'm like saying that, like, who is this person that's saying it, or who are the people that are saying this? It's like it's so weird to kind of be in that position. The budget's gone. They're basically doing that. Even they're trying to rely on the clips from Lucy Hale's trip to Colorado when she was with Hannah and Rihanna. They've obviously filmed quite a lot of content, so we've got what we've got for content. It's just they can't really promote it in the same way. Tessa's on tour now. They're going to be doing that same kind of like level of content recording. We are where we are, aren't we? So
yeah, it's it's gonna be wild, dude.
See, look at that.
It's gonna be wild.
Even Zenit puts out like, yeah, this is the best bet they can do with them driving back. Told you, just do that. It's so much easier just to get them driving back into there, arcade in the distance, obstacles playing or something, or whatever, and just call it a day at that point. Or make some kind of variation of it, like, you know, it could even they're in the boat rowing to arcade. I love that boat. That just, it must have been someone in that room who was like, I bet it was like John Zimmerman was there. He's like, let's put him on a boat. And everyone looks at it, it's like, why are we putting him in a boat? It's like,
what?
Why not?
Put him in why not? Put him in a canoe.
Yeah, put them in the canoe. He's like, he probably went to Square Enix. He's like, can I put him in a boat? They're like, no, we don't have the budget for that. He's like, what, you're gonna make me put him in a canoe?
Water effects.
He's like, we're gonna put him in a canoe. He's like, yeah. Like them two are going into the canoe instead. So yeah, let's have a look at this. So Little Orphan Emma ending should be different variations of happy ending, final choices, pancakes or waffles, rebuilt to see, there you go. Like, just do it that simple. Like, there are so many easy variations of just a feel good ending. That's all we need.
Say that'd be cute as hell if that was the final choice. Pancakes are that'd be cute as hell, dude.
You could even make it even a variation on that way. It's like Max puts the pancake in Chloe's mouth or something. If you want to make it that extra spice, well, that's the DLC content with an extra price. There you go. Sorted. The little touches like that, even the little subtlest changes, you can do that. That's what you want. Max Chloe will return in Life is Strange series. Oh, Jesus Christ, from MT19. Monokushu port as well. Do you guys think that they'll be making another Life is Strange besides Max and Chloe not coming back? Of course. No, not now. Not yet.
I think Life is Strange is going to be on ice for a little while after this. I think the most you're going to get is like once again, I have to point to my little Fallout picture up here. Us Fallout fans have to eat the scraps of an Amazon TV show. Are we going to get a new Fallout game? I'm not counting Fallout 76. Like the most we're going to get as Life is Strange fans is going to be the show coming out on Amazon. I think that is going to be the main focus. And if it does really well, maybe Square is going to hire a new team. I don't think they're going to go back to Deck 9 necessarily. I don't know. It's one of those things. I'm like, it depends. It really depends. I would not count on it. I think it's going to be on ice. I think the Life is Strange game series is going to be on ice, and they're going to focus on the TV series.
You won't see it for a long time.
The same way, like The Last of Us. Last of Us, I think, is going to be on ice for a long, long while. I don't think you're going to see The Last of Us. Boy,
we're going to get the remaster, de facto remaster soon. Don't you worry about that. We're not done milking that ship yet. Like, we're not
remastered the remake of the game. Don't you agree?
They're going to announce. They've announced the Life is Strange TV show. They're going to debut it. And then Dimitri M. Johnson's going to come out and he's going to announce the remake starring Emma Myers. And it's like, hang on a minute, we just made this TV show. It's like, nah, we'll remake it. We're in that cycle at the moment. No, I don't think you guys can for a while. I think it depends on how Square reevaluates things. Are they going to wait for the TV show to come out with a bit of a pop and then make games? Are they going to go to another studio, which is low cost? And then how are they going to do the production? Is it going to be a bit more animated? Is it going to be mocap? All these variations come back to it as well. And you know, and also as well, and be very fair, the ticking time clock starts at that point as well. Like, Hannah's not going to be able to play Max in the same kind of way, and you know, Rihanna as well. So we are where we are, aren't we? So yeah, I think that's it. I think there's a lot of comments in there. Thank you for joining us. I think we'll wrap up here because I think there's been gone. So thank you so much for joining us.
One last one.
I think you know
One
what
last
comment you're
one.
gonna ask as well. I'm looking at it now. Go on.
Dude, you're not going to get Last of Us Part 3 after in Galactic. You're going to get Intergalactic. I think you can get Intergalactic 5 years from now. I don't think you're going to see Intergalactic anytime soon. I don't think so. And even here's my hot take here. You're going to see a Last of Us Part 3 before you see Intergalactic. That is my hot take right there.
It would be interesting, that actually. That is interesting.
Yes.
It would be interesting to see what Naughty Dog does. It would be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's my last comment.
last one,
Yeah,
I think the
yeah.
best one to end is with a little off them as well. Final choice: car, boat, or unicycle.
Unicycle.
It has
all
to be,
the way.
isn't it?
It's gonna be unicycle. Unicycle.
Chloe Price on a unicycle, and it's like thingy. It could be like they could actually put a bike in there, make it like Homer and Marge in that Simpsons episode when they're on a bike, and as it Marge that's saying raindrops keep falling on my head. It's like that.
Yeah. And then to answer Monaco, wait, how come? It's already been reported that Intergalactic is going through some pretty dire internal development issues. So this is not the same Naughty Dog as it was in Last of Us, the first one. This is not the same Naughty Dog as Crash. It's already been like it's a well-known secret that like Naughty Dog is not doing well right now. So
well, Naughty Dog's in a very weird position because they had that multiplayer pivot as well at one point, and it's like they were no different from all the other studios. The Jim Ryan era has been. I can't rant about that.
Think about it like this: with the Jim Ryan era, they got rid of Blue Point. Like Blue Point is gone because of the Jim Ryan era. So that's where we're at with terms of like Sony major IPs. And if Jim Ryan didn't screw everything up, and now we have Herman Hulst screwing everything up now, gaming is such a mess right now that we're not going to see anything major until there's another shakeup. Like again, Xbox is going through their shakeup right now, and I think that's terrible for the Xbox brand right now. I think PlayStation is going through their shakeup with Herman Hulst. That's not really going well. It's not looking good for games right now.
No, it's just the thing is like with games, the industry has just like not recovered from the shockwave of COVID and that period, like the after effect of it and how it's impacted things in gamers and consumer experience and how people change and the habits that they have. There's like 100 different factors of it, and that entire like live service pivot with like Concord and all that other stuff. It's just come back to absolutely haunt this industry of like what they were doing. It's like that's why the games industry is in the way that it is. Like there's so many different factors of like why we are where we are. It's just I could go and rant for it for ages. I could literally be here for hours of like how different like that entire account that you talked about when Reggie wrote his book and he's at Iwata's funeral, and it's like that's the starting point of the book, and it's like that feels like a bygone era with Iwata being at the helm of Nintendo and how far we've come from a difference. Even
after Reggie left, like I think that was like when Reggie left, I think that was like the first downfall of gaming.
Yeah.
Because once Reggie left and they didn't pack in what was the Switch 2 game that everybody's just like Welcome Tour. It was Welcome Tour for Switch 2, and they sold it for $10 instead of a packing game. Even Reggie's like, the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you doing? So I think that was like the first downfall, Reggie leaving, and then like everything else just it's become too corporate now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's all. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap up here. So thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Obviously, please do like if you haven't as well. It's been really great having you for here. Adam will be moving. Let's see how things go. Hopefully, we can try and do another stream or / a podcast. I'm going to try and we'll have to like realign our schedules and stuff and see where things go from there. But I'll try and do it, and if not, I'll try and grab Abby or something and see where she's at. Because God only knows where that's gone. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. We'll sign off here. I will put a VOD version out as well. If you haven't seen this, I'll try and get that out in the next week or something. And we'll look at options as well. I don't know where Adam's going to get with like getting his internet and stuff set up, but we'll just see if there's any options that open up, and we'll get podcasts done and stuff. But we are in the thick of it with Life is Strange as well now, so let's go from there. But yeah, take care guys, see you later, bye.
Later.
Ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bravo.